We're here. Here's the thing, and I really need. I'm not well. I'm not well, guys. I'm not well right now. I really need to do this. So I'm dropping the link right now. This is only for if I will not put up anybody. Make sure you show me who you are because I'm not doing the penis thing again. And I need you guys right now. Did I drop the link? I didn't share this out. Shit. Guys, I want to share this. I don't know where anybody is. Maybe Cheryl. Sorry guys, I'm here. I didn't give myself enough time to share the thing out. I don't know where my mirror is. I don't know if to do anything. But I did drop the link. I guess I could. All right, hold on. One person's here. Give me a second. Share that. Sorry, I didn't want to make it too I was trying not to take too long. Fuck. I don't know what happened with Jacqueline earlier either. All right, Corey. Sorry, guys. Can you guys share it too? Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm here. I'm not, guys. Look at me right now. I'm not well. Who's this, Bren? Hey, Bren.
Hey.
I'm trying to share it. I'm sorry. I didn't have time. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. So just give me 1 second while I try to share this out.
Don't worry about it.
So I hear somebody else. You guys gotta give me 1 second. Shit. All right. Fuck, guys. Can you guys? I don't know. Oh, fuck. All right. Forget it. I'm not sharing it. It's gonna take me too long. Am I here? Large is here. All right. Is that it? And Dustin. Am I missing anyone?
Hi.
As far as I know, I don't think so. Hey.
Hi. I'm not well, guys.
Oh.
Stress?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that feeling all too well.
I
know. They're still fighting a cold for some strange reason.
What happened? You feel bad?
I'm fighting a cold. I don't know how.
You're cold?
I really get sick.
Oh, a cold.
Yeah, I really get sick, so I'm fighting a cold.
You need to take that tussin.
I'm not. That's the answer for everything.
Yep.
Hello, everybody.
I swear. Yay.
Everybody is welcome watching. What's the SpiritualITEA?
Hey, hello.
Hey, Mamir. Dustin.
Hello.
Anybody that's new or not new or watching, I don't know. I didn't know. It said spirituality, but I want to talk about that. I want to talk about just how we're feeling mental. I go from 1 minute, I'm okay. I was okay on the live stream. And then to now where I'm just it's the end of the world. It feels like. Is Mamir here? It looks like you're muted though, babe.
I'm here.
Who's that? Is that Mamir? Is that Danny?
Hello?
I didn't mute you. I think you're muted.
Let's see.
Let me see, make sure we hear everybody. And then if there's anybody, I don't think anybody's in the chat, but I'll try. I didn't share this.
Hey, Larja. Hey, Brendan.
Yay.
Mimi, are you there? I think you're
Hey, Dustin. Hey, Bren. Hey, Mamir.
Hey.
I hear somebody. I think I hear Large.
Mamir's muted.
Mamir.
Of course. Hey, Krista.
Hi. I'm sorry, guys. Mamir, if you hear me, you're muted. It looks like. I think.
Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
So, guys, if you're watching, I don't really talk about. I usually talk about reality TV, but I always end up talking about spirituality and then how we're on the new earth and we're on the most benevolent timeline available. And I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to have the housewives, and then we always end up doing that. So that's why I started a new stream. Plus, I like this. I don't know. I thought a thumbnail. Hopefully, it'll get shared out. And people it's an open panel. So, but I just don't want any penises. But I just don't want to, and no judgment either about what we talk about. But so I'll just go down the line and ask everybody how everybody's everybody one by one. How's so, Bren, how do you feel right now? Are you okay right now?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just finding the remnants of a cold that won't go.
Yeah. Is there anything that you prefer? Would you want to talk about?
Let's see. I was talking about. Sorry, I was talking about stress and.
What do you do to relieve it?
Mostly art.
Isn't that the best thing?
When I had a gaming system, I was play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helped. Give me an adrenaline rush too.
Really?
Yes.
Did you have like Xbox or something of them?
No, a simple Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay. I know nothing about that stuff, but I mean, Larja, what do you do, Larja, when you don't when you're not feeling right? Is there anything that you do to that you have to do to get you back grounded? Larja does a lot of stuff for her family, which I like too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
I was asking
watching her family content.
Yeah.
Is that Mimir?
That was me, Corey.
That was Mom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta go. I'll be right back though.
All right, I hear Dustin. Okay. Okay.
I didn't saw them.
Well, I guess I'll talk about them. Mimir, are you there? Right? I can't. Can you say something?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just muted right now because I'm making a drink and my dog is whiny.
Oh,
oh man.
How is the little fluffer?
I wish I could turn.
Oh, did you just say?
His name
did you
is
just say Huh.
So we call him the little pucker.
The little pucker.
Wait a minute. You telling me that
what happened, Brendan? Am I missing something? Me, Brendan.
I bet you he's all big now.
How big? What kind of dog you got?
I have a Klee. It's actually a mini husky.
Oh.
So he's only about, I don't know, maybe 12 pounds, but he looks just like a husky.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, so I guess I don't know. I'll just talk about whatever. But so do you guys believe in the new earth? The new earth or new, are you guys into spirituality at all? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mimir.
Yeah. Some people will call it the new earth. Christians might call it, revelations in the change.
Yeah, never.
It's all different concepts, but yeah. Totally. Something good's got to happen.
New earth as in an actual new place or new consciousness?
New consciousness.
Well, I've been talking to a pastor about that.
Well, I think that both happen. Like we were talking about the Leviathan earlier. And that can help. That could lend itself to a new place because everything will be different. And then the consciousness that it'll take to insta-mourn the rest of society and transmute that pain and chaos could be the consciousness lifting that we do,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I didn't know that he represented destruction or whatever. I don't know.
It represents the cycle.
Right. Have you seen his head? You can clearly see his head on the map.
Has he ever been alive before?
There's several of them. You can see I've found at least 3.
And what do they do? They wake up as they're dragons, right? Or
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, if anything that comes into our own, say we're living our own reality, I feel like I'm living 5D, but the other people around me can be in 3D as well. I think we can all exist in the same plane.
Oh, but there's so many NPCs crashing out right now.
Isn't it crazy? I feel like they're everywhere and they're showing them. But I feel like if they're in the new earth, then they're not going to be benevolent.
I was just going to say.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been talking to a pastor lately about spirituality.
Oh, good. What's he saying?
I got some questions answered.
Yeah,
80% of them.
What kind of questions were you asking?
Well, for one, I wondered about the Watchers, the angels who defied the rule of heaven.
Okay. Oh yeah. Tell me, what did he say about them? Because that's something I would.
She said. Well, I've been reading the Ethiopian Bible too.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
How many does it have the missing books?
Yeah.
Does it have the missing books like Enoch?
Oh, it has
the whole apothecary.
All of them.
Has Enoch in it too?
Did you guys get it?
Yes, I'm reading Enoch too.
Okay.
Did you guys get it on Amazon? How'd you guys get it?
Yeah, I'll send you the one that the chaplain at the hospice program. She's a wonderful sister, and she's been really talking to Brand, and I will send you the one she recommended that we get.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's not on Kindle, and it's not on Audible. So you got to get a copy. You can either get a paperback or hardback. I will send you the link.
Yeah.
I'll send both of you guys a link.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah. Thanks.
So what did she say about the Watchers, Bren? Like,
Let's
are
see.
they
Well, from the research I've done, they were not the best of angels.
Are they the fallen angels?
Sort of. Yeah, actually, kind of. They've created. They had these children called Nephilim.
Yeah.
Half angel, half human.
Yeah.
It was a forbidden union. So the Nephilim consumed all the resources of Earth. God sent his archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, just to punish the Watchers and imprison them until the day of judgment.
And so is that the Watchers? Are those 4 angels the ones that are allegedly in the Hoover Dam? You ever heard that theory?
No, I haven't.
Hoover Dam, and that Niagara Falls is a portal, and that the Hoover Dam houses put it in the chat. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
What is it?
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
it's not
I've heard it. Yeah. I've heard about them. I've heard about them being in certain places, but I wasn't sure if they were still active. Like, are they still? Because and
the Hoover Dam is where the 4 corners of the world meet for the Hopi. For the Hopi prophecy also, and allegedly something's supposed to happen before when this happens, when the leaders of the world end up by chance on purpose. It's like some kind of emergency or something, but it's supposed to be a by chance but on purpose, where they all end up at the 4 corners of the world. Then that's supposed to be like when the prophecy of the red and blue? Yeah, it's like a whole Hopi prophecy. And I'm like, could that symbolize the Democrats and the Republicans and the whole Tea Party thing that's supposed to get announced? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, is that a bad thing? Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know.
I think it's.
I just sent you a video, Miss Curves.
Us coming.
It's about the Watchers. Oh, good.
I
wasn't sure.
Oh, look at that.
Is it
so
short?
They're forgotten guardians of the heavens, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Is it a long video?
I'm gonna watch that. I like that.
Actually, it's 10 minutes, I believe.
So, do you guys?
Enoch. I want to learn more about Enoch. I'm glad you sent that to me. That's why that was my first question. I'm like, does it have the missing books? Because
it does.
You know, the Bible that we get here in America, not only was it used to enslave people in mines,
that was a colonized Bible. We got the Ethiopian Bible is.
Guys, please, one at a time, please.
Sorry.
I need you guys to sleep.
I agree. The Ethiopian Bible is by far a more substantial Bible, because it doesn't have 88 missing books or something. It was crazy.
Yes.
The number of books that didn't make it to King James Version.
I mean,
yeah.
Is that
and there's a reason that they don't have those in there, because they have those versions stuck under the Vatican allegedly. And
Vatican archives?
They decided not to tell us, because those books
they knew
carry messages about our inner light, about our gifts, about connecting with those, and about stuff like that.
There's also there's also warnings about for future generations about making the same mistakes our forebears did.
Yes.
I just sent you the book of Enoch, Miss Curbs.
I love the book of Enoch.
All
right, did you want to come up, Phenomenon? I know you guys like talking about this stuff.
Yeah, I had a whole thing. I had a whole series before on the Nephilim. That's why my big account on TikTok is gone, because I was doing a whole series on the Nephilim and Neanderthals, and
they took
just
it
the
down?
consciousness of that is still very much here.
Why did they take it down?
Oh my God, they don't like. Yeah, community violations left and right on that account.
So wait,
you're kidding.
So I can't talk about I can't talk about what.
No, we can talk. That was on TikTok, girl. On YouTube, we can talk about whatever. I think.
Yeah. Revelation says New Babylon will be taken out in an hour while they sleep. Who do you think I'd say? But I mean, it should come up because that's stuff I like. I thought I knew. Like, I literally thought when I started like waking up. Why am I frozen? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, I'm
kind of frozen.
Shit.
What happened?
Fucker. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
I'm like here, but I'm not there. Okay, good. I'm like right here, but you can't see me. I started like the awareness of waking up, the awareness of the awakening process or whatever. Oh my God, what the hell was I just gonna say before it just got me frozen? What was I about to say? I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this threw me off again. But when I started, the awareness of the awakening process literally started when I was like, it was like 2020, and literally like Dolores Cannon, she has a book. It's one of the books that I read from her or heard from her, talks about the missing what do they call it? Not what you guys were just talking about.
Nephilim.
Yeah, the missing
pieces
of the Bible. What is it? What do they call it?
Ethiopian Bible.
Yeah, but the one with Enoch, the book of Enoch that was taken out.
Book of Enoch, yes.
Yeah, the
Watchers.
Yeah, but what the hell?
Isn't it called the Apocalypse or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Dolores Cannon talks about it, and I got into a little bit of it, but yeah, that was more I wanted to learn about the Watchers. But I feel like I don't know, like I don't think there's anything at this point in my reality. I don't think any bad's going to happen. I feel like we've elevated enough. And the thing with Charlie Kirk, a lot of the readings that people were doing, like people were doing reading the energy and stuff. There's something about the 200. It's been 225 years since I think maybe something that started all the wars or whatever, like not the Constitution. Something. I'm so high. I hate the fact I can't remember what it's called. But something happened 225 years ago. And that's when all the wars, and they started to like, enslave us into something else. And apparently the thing with Charlie Kirk, when they did like the tarot numbers or something, it comes out to it was something about being peace after this, that we've been that we've been watching them do something wrong this whole, like they've been like solving their problems with war this whole time, and we're like watching it, and they wanted us to do it again, but this time we're going to be like, no, this time we're not doing, like, it doesn't work what you guys do. So apparently like that's part of the energy that was coming from his unaliving. But do you want to come up now? See, this is the stuff I can't have my fucking glasses. So like I don't know.
Ow.
Am I still there? I can't believe I'm not there. Like my face is, but you guys can't hear me, right?
I can't see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can hear you though.
Just a minute. I'm so yeah, like these books I've heard all about all these books, but it's hard for me to read. I went through I literally listened to all 19 of Dolores Cannon's. It's like life.
I had called it the Apocatheory, but it's called what does it say here? What's this word? The Apocrypha.
I can't pronounce it either. I'm sorry.
Yeah. How do you even pronounce that? But I thought apocryphy is like not the word.
I thought,
it's Apocrypha. Apocrypha. It is the missing books of the Bible.
You know about that word?
And they found it. I mean, they found the Book of Enoch, right? And
well, it was never lost. They removed it. Like you said, he has the Ethiopian version, which is the oldest version of the Bible, is Ethiopian. And it has all the complete books in it.
And like the Dead Sea Scrolls.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Yes.
That's what it was. I could not think what they called the Dead Sea Scrolls. Thank you.
I just remembered it.
My brain, literally, I was like going crazy. I'm still looking for it right now. The Dead Sea Scrolls. That's what the book was called. Okay. And now is that the same thing? That is the Book of Enoch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It has the Book of Enoch in it.
Thank you. I could not remember what they called it, and I'm like, I know there's a book with this, but you guys were saying that, but I knew it had the Book of Enoch, and and it was basically
large print too.
Yeah, and it's basically the things they didn't want us to know, the things that would help wake us up, right? So that they were going to do things to, I guess, whatever they did to make us build their infrastructure.
It's the Apocrypha.
Finally, I got it right.
So all these books, so they're all in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Ethiopian Bible, yes.
Everything you guys are naming in the thing, I can't pronounce them. So
And there's one thing people fail to realize.
Yes, tell me.
Christianity, Judaism, and Islam are all the same religion, practically.
Where's my mirror?
I know. The same religion.
We all have like the same. There's like a thread of the same in all of it, right?
Yeah, people have more in common than they think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. And I feel like all these problems were solved a long time ago, right? And they're just, and there's one side just wants us to think that we have hate in our hearts, like that we have, it's like us against somebody else, or us against them. And really, like, we're living in an earth where it's like an and, not, it's not an or, it's an and. So it's like you and me, not you or me. So it's always like, we're living in the and world, they're still living in the or world. And I feel like we can have duality with compromise. And like, for 225 years, they've been solving our problems with war, lying to us, false flagging us, charging us money for electric and water and things that the earth gives us to live off of. We live off the land. We live off the medicine, the food, the lumber, and the water.
Well, I want to get into alchemy. They still have alchemists,
I know a little bit about it, but it's the magic part of it, right?
Sort of. It's like things magic, but with science added to it.
Yeah.
Well, magic is practically science we don't really understand, but yeah, that's pretty much what alchemy is. I was trying to get into it.
Sometimes. Now the end times too, like I know a lot of people at the end times have different perceptions of it. And to me, I always thought, okay, the end times, it was going to be literally the end, but it's just the end of the era, I think. The end of the the end of the matrix, if you want to call it that, I guess.
Like an end of a way of being.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can be is-bees. We're just here to be, you know what I mean? Like, like I told Largent, I told Bren, like what we do, we're supposed to be here. Like, I feel like when we walk into somewhere, like we must have been the first half of our lives, we're here to heal and activate ourselves. And then now the second part of our lives, we're activating other people, because I feel like each one of us has like a spark that comes off of us. Like Bren, me, Largent, things, you know what I mean? And like we've been through, we picked all these life lessons the first half of our life, and just to be here at this time, which was amazing, the best time. It's like, there's no other time than on earth that gets exciting as this. It's like everybody's watching the earth shift into the spirituality realm, and it's just fine. Like science is starting to catch up with it, I believe, but it's also our perception too. Like in my perception, it might be faster than somebody else's. You know what I mean? So somebody could be watching us right now going, "This girl's fucking crazy," or whatever.
Science is a little young,
right?
To understand what magic has been teaching us all this time.
And it's like crazy they call it magic, but it's really just the way like they commit to manifestation where they can just manifest like that. And I've seen people do it now, but like I'm so proud of the TikTok community. Like so the one part of, like, I always see them, literally they're so younger, they're much younger than me, and they're also awake and aware, and it's all about spirituality. Like they take all the things I learned from like Dolores Cannon, god damn it, and they break it up into like TikToks. Oh, there's my thing. And it's like awesome, because I was like, I kept asking like my guides and guardians, how are the younger generation? They kept saying, who's going to fix our earth, or who's going to fix this? And they kept saying it's going to be the crystal children, the younger children. I'm like, how? We don't have time for them to grow up and blah blah. And I didn't realize what they meant. What they meant was like their awareness and how they spread it, like on TikTok, and they understand. Like I read Dolores, well, not read, I listened to Audibles, 19 of her books, right? And I go back and I still don't really I grasp everything. But like
there's one story about Jonah and the whale, which I never understood.
That's such a, oh my God, is that the one where he gets swallowed by the whale?
Which is odd because whales, they can't swallow anything larger than krill.
Well, I think that's why he spits them out. But he has a near-death experience.
Yeah.
And he realizes, like, oh my God. And like, I don't know if you guys ever watched them, but like, I'm telling you, the near-death experiences, you know what they are?
What?
The stories, the people that they have a near-death experience, the stories of them, like when they die and they come back.
Yeah.
Thousands of them. There's so many channels. I watch like every channel you can imagine. That's what literally, near-death experiences. I actually had one in 2012, but I didn't remember. Mimi, are you there?
I think she's feeding her dog or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So so anyway, there's a bunch of channels, like it's a bunch of people that literally have died and they come back, but they remember everything that happened. And that's what happened to me. Like in 2020, I realized, like, I was listening to the Kate Casey's podcast, and she's like, she would recommend shows every week, and she said, you got to go to Netflix and watch Surviving Death. And I literally turned it on, and I'm telling you, and I sobbed the entire time. I woke up. That was it was like a spark. I was like, I realized that I didn't realize there were so many people that's happened to, that actually come back and tell us what's going on. So now there's like thousands of people that talk about it. Like, the stories are everywhere. And I feel like, I don't know if, like, to me, that was what woke me up. That was like proof to me. And it felt like the information to know that there's an afterlife, like whether you believe whoever your higher powers or whoever your like Buddha, Jesus, whoever, like I think they're all there. They're all there. And when we go, it's going to be what we create. Like, however we create our heaven is going to be like how we do it here. I know
that
it's like
a possibility.
Of what? So what do you think?
Well, I haven't told this to many people, but through dreams, I've pierced the veil of the future.
Awesome.
I'm a psionic.
Really?
I'm a medium actually, but
Bren, are you serious?
Pretty much.
Bren, I fucking love that. I love that you just said that.
I don't really advertise it.
So wait, so you really can connect with spirit? Like, are you audio or clear?
Since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It just started manifesting strongly in my adult years.
Bren, I fucking love you so much, dude. Like, so you get what I'm saying, right? Like,
yes.
Do you feel like you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out? 1 foot in that world and 1 foot in this world?
Oh yeah, and it's kind of scaring the heck out of me because I'm not used to this much spiritual.
You can tell them that you don't want that. You can tell them that just chill out. Like, you don't
need it. It's just seeing a bunch of other creatures such as jinn, demons, angels, etc. It's horrifying.
They're guides and guardians. They're your guides and guardians, Brad.
Yeah, but the jinn and demons,
you tell them to go. You tell them to leave, and they will leave. Thank them for their life lessons. Thank them for their negativity, and they can go in love. Send them away in love, and they will not bother you any longer. Your guides and guardians are there to make sure that they don't bother and they don't get into your head. You know what I mean?
That's why it's an angel in the hallway.
Angel. Oh my God, Brian. I want somebody to tell me what my God. I know that my guides and guardians are here, but I know the one's a little girl that is like with me all the time. My birth angel. Her name's Minerva.
I also started seeing shadows move on their own without nothing there.
Brian, all you have to do is tell the universe or whoever, tell your guides and guardians to please tell the shadow people that you're not interested, that you're not that kind of medium, and that you don't have any information for them unless you want them there. They have to listen to you.
True.
So, you know that.
It's also weird because I bought my first pendulum. Yeah, I bought a pendulum. So it helps me to see there are some dead zones in this neighborhood. Spiritually dead zones, so I bought a pendulum to help me see what can't be seen.
I'm not lying to you right now. Mimir, I don't know why she laughed. But I
picked the house that we're in because there's no spirits here.
There's no spirits there?
For what? Except for the angel right in the hallway.
Well, you see it, right, Brent? But it's your angel, though, right? Brent, is it your angel? If it's an angel, tell him it's your guide or your guardian. You know what I mean?
No, it's just I'm just not used to this.
Really?
When I was a kid, this would have to be normal to me when I was a kid, but I'm just not used to this.
Brent, just tell them that you're not. Tell them that you're upset. If they see you upset, they have to leave. You know what I mean? You don't have to see them.
One just did.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I have peekers. Like, I see the corner of my eye, and I know it's the same spot. Like, there's one outside. It's like, you know, the show Home Improvement, and George used to head. You just would see the hat, the neighbor's hat.
Yeah.
So I literally, my father-in-law's name was George, and I'm telling you, there's one peek. I have one that comes over the fence, and it's just like that. And that was my father-in-law's name. And then there was one that used to peek in this corner over here. And Brent, as soon as I told him I had to stop doing it, they stopped.
That's what I told him.
Yeah, and if you have your crystals around you and stuff, like, you're good, dude.
You gotta get
the fact that you're giving it energy, you have to give it positive. I don't think they're there to hurt you, or they would, you know.
The jinn and demons, on the other hand, would say otherwise.
Well, not all jinn.
I know that. It's the demons I'm worried about. The jinn I can handle.
But you shouldn't have any demons, Bren. You don't have any bad intentions. You know what I'm saying?
One came me with a bargain, a lifetime of good fortune for my soul. I told her to go to hell, and then, well, we found the rest from there.
You got in a fight with the jinn?
No, demon.
Tell him, Bren, don't give him any energy.
Trust me, I never did.
Tell them
I told
that
her to go back to hell.
No. Say you love him. Thank you for coming. Thank you for my life lesson. Could you please leave? I need you to go. Because you're not interested, right?
Right.
And like right now, if you haven't told him to leave, he's probably gonna hang out because we're talking about him. He wants to know, he's interested. Whoever this
is. It's just the angel that's back again. Of course.
Well, the angel. Okay, so is the angel a good angel? You can tell by looking at it. It's a good angel.
It's more of a silhouette, like a shadow.
God, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I wish I could see my angels.
It's more of a silhouette, like a shadow.
Talk to it, right? Or not now. I'm just saying, but like when you're by yourself, talk to it. Oh my God, I just saw a shadow.
I'm not used to this.
If you're scared of them, they're not.
I'm not scared. I feel nothing. I'm not used to it. It's weird.
Really? Well, tell them to slow it down, Bren. Tell them you can't. You're being overwhelmed right now because I'm telling you. I think that we've pierced the veil, and you were like lights, and they're like they see you. So they're just overwhelming you. Like you don't have to have all them around. You can just have your guides and guardians, and that's it. And tell them that any life lessons that you want, you've already done. You don't need any negativity here. But if they're not doing anything, Bren, they might be your guides and guardians. You might just be mistaking them for something else.
The possibility.
But you have to
ask. But it gets worse around Halloween.
Well, you gotta
know when it gets worse.
Well, Halloween is like that day it's like opening in the portal.
Yeah, I prefer to keep that portal closed for a while.
Okay, listen, I want Bren's portal. Okay, just Bren, tell the portals no negative portals, nothing but positive light to come in around your house. That orb of light around your house, no negative. Any portals you have, no negativity. It's just positive in and out. If they needed to go or come and go, nothing but positive. They have to listen to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a lot of spiritual activity in this house.
No,
our old house was like a nexus.
Yes, it is a nexus.
Awake and aware, because they knew Brendan was gonna, because they needed to get their, some of them they don't know. They see how Brendan, he's a new medium. Jesus Christ, is that my cat? There's like shadows behind me. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
I've never.
Like, and we had an entity that lived, a generational entity that was in our other house, and he didn't want my mom to leave the house
for some strange reason.
And
no, he liked her, Bren. He loved her,
and we had to go.
We had to, because they were gonna take Nana if we did not. The state.
What was he doing?
Not that. Yeah.
Why was he there, or was his house or something?
I don't know. It was an entity that was connected to all of the females in my mom's family.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it wasn't an evil spirit. Heart of Inspiration helped us figure out what it was. She was the one that said it was she did a reading, and she said that it was a generational spirit or entity that attached itself to the women in our family.
Oh wow! Oh gosh. Okay. So did you get?
Wanted to keep my mom in that house for some reason. I don't know why.
Because you probably felt her safe there. Maybe she was safe or something. You thought.
I have no idea. She didn't want to let her go.
Oh.
And my mom is the last of her siblings.
Yeah.
Why? There's a reason. There's something unsaid. Maybe something like that's not.
Well, one was a drunk. Well, one was a degenerate drunk.
Guys,
one had diabetes, like me.
Yeah, she's the only child of her parents left.
Yeah.
What was that?
There's fucking shit. I'm telling you, I'm freaking dude. I don't know if you guys can see it.
What is that?
The shadow going up and down. See the shadow going up and down on it? Hold on.
Oh, see? Yeah, I can see it.
What the fuck is that? I've never seen that before.
I saw that.
It looks like I can't describe it.
It's just a fucking weird. It's like,
yeah, so do I.
Wow.
It says I can't describe it. It's weird.
Yeah. No one else has a weird thing too. Like the knowing. So like, you know, like you can't. So a blind person, you can't like try to describe color to a blind person because they won't understand it, right? Because they've never seen it before. Like, so there's this emotion that I feel like, and I've never felt it before. But it's when I started to watch the near-death experiences, and I realized, and I was connecting with like people, not connecting, but into the afterlife, the spiritual stuff. I'm telling you, like I have this feeling of like home, or like, and it's the thing, I can't really describe it, but it's like I felt it before. Like when I was younger, I used to, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why now. When I was like in library class in kindergarten, you'd have to go pick a book out, right? And I would always, for some reason,
I remember those days.
Remember, like they was like, oh, this is like in the 80s. So I would always go UFO books, and I don't know why, about aliens. And I always wanted to, and to me, it's what I was interested in. It was weird. It felt like this, like home, or like this
comfort. I was going to middle school. I had library class too.
Yeah.
Besides, art, that was my favorite time. Peace and quiet.
Well, like I think that they tried to do, I think they realized like they wanted to see what kids would get with books. And when they realized that I was into like the aliens and stuff, they fucking stopped I think they did things to make us not be awake. Like, I feel like they're like, okay, so I think that, and like the gateway program that we had to do, I don't know if a lot of people had it, but we had the gate.
I feel like school does this thing where the repetition of doing lining up, going to class, being told what to think, being fed information. Then you have to sit when you're a kid and your energy is just bubbling over at the most in your life, and you have to sit and be still and listen, and or you're bad. And it's just like the setup from the jump on our natural inclination to experience life's fullness has been thwarted from the start, from these systems and institutions that are allegedly for our betterment, but are they? I mean,
no.
A lot of that, it's kind of like, the girl that will date the bad boy because you tell her to stop, right? Like, so if
I don't really date, so I wouldn't know.
Well, if they keep, putting themselves in this situation because that's what they know to be acceptable, that's what we do with ourselves once we do awaken. So do we choose to continue to participate in what we realize wasn't serving our highest expression of ourselves? Or do we turn our back on that and just do our own vibe with no guilt? I feel like the guilt part is where I'm at right now, because I was like raised in church and quoting Bible verses, and
I was born Catholic. Never baptized.
I went to like Catholic school, Lutheran school, Christian school, like insert parochial school here, and I went to all parochial schools. So
I was
and those churches also.
I was never crazy about those kind of schools. Kind of felt like they were indoctrination camps and more school.
Sorry,
also, they have a good education. It's just I was never crazy about Catholic school.
Well, I think
or Lutheran schools for that matter.
Any school, actually, at this point. I don't think, like Larja said, it wasn't in the long run. It wasn't for the better. They weren't doing, school was not to make us better. School was,
it was for control.
Yeah,
it was to like almost. They didn't use like sticks and fists, but indoctrination is a form of like beating your natural self out of you, because they indoctrinate a different you into existence.
Yeah. That's why I'm not too crazy about Catholic schools.
Well, all of them, I think, too. Like, I really
Lutheran schools for that matter.
All of them. I don't think, our kids are out of, like, Marine, like, homeschools the kids now. All of them. Like, all the kids in my family are homeschooled because, and I would not.
Yeah, because the shit they want to tell your kids is crazy.
I know. And again, it's like, I don't trust them.
Levels.
And the access these fucks have to your children is insane.
Yes. Yeah. And then things like, they're not, I don't, yeah, I can teach my kid street smarts, and where the fuck are we? There, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Okay. We can keep
I like your background.
I know, isn't it cute? That's why I was like, oh, I want to see it.
You have your waxing full and waning moon. That's the
oh wow.
That symbol is in Wicca. It's associated with the stages of femininity, also, where like you have like your young princess, and then you have your woman, and then you have your crone eras. but they're all, you know, and then if you look at it, it makes the figure 8.
Yeah. I think I literally, so when he said they got the pendulum, when my mirror was with me the other day, like when I did the other day live, I have been using my pendulum. I've been using my crystal, like, you know, yes, no pendulum like that.
So I have one. We should do it right now. Should we do it right now?
I was going to say to you guys, I don't know. I've never done it on camera before. Like I never, but
I've been wanting to do it on TikTok, but I hear people get shut
in the witch.
Yeah, I don't want to listen. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, I'm not a medium." I don't, you know what I mean. But it does work. It does. It is yes or no for me.
Well, it told me I was going to be a millionaire for the last 10 years. I'm not sure when it's going to happen.
You know that if it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be. You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, what's meant to be for me will be for me. Meant to be.
You still have time.
I have a lot of time, girl.
My thing is I like the yes or no questions, but I want to connect more. I want to be an actual medium. That's why I'm so jealous that Brent has the ability to connect to spirit, because I would be fucking working on that shit all day long.
It's not exactly all cracked up to be. It's so new to me.
That's what I mean. Like, you got to find somebody that knows what.
Yeah, you are used to it. I'm not.
I do it. My mom did it.
Yeah, I know.
Are you showing us a picture or something?
How?
Are you showing us something, Krista?
No, I was just looking at this thing.
I'm about to tell you guys something. So
I like it.
Get ready.
So, but Bren, listen, you got to find somebody. Oh my God, what's that for? Why'd you write that? Isn't that big?
It's a book of shadows.
Oh, what's it say?
Yeah.
What's that mean? Book of shadows.
It's like a Wiccan guide. I don't know what it is. I just bought it. Hopefully.
Is it about?
You put your power thoughts.
So, Bren, so you can see, if you look at us, can you see the spirits behind us? Like, can you see spirit by other people?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to know. Like, somebody to tell me what my guides and guardians look like. Bren, do I have group people? Look, oh, that's what I have. Hold on. I got mine right here.
Maybe I shouldn't have on camera.
I cannot believe you said that. I could not freaking believe you said that. Don't tell anyone. I have them both somewhere. I just have them. Oh, here they are. And I have the board, but I asked if I should use the board. They said no. About the life book. Oh my God, hold on. Bren, I can't believe you have yours. Look.
You have a pendulum too?
Yes. When you said that's why I went crazy. Me and Mir were doing it the other day. Yes or no? And I've never done it on camera before. But I had to clear the energy first, and then. But isn't that awesome? I don't know which one to use though. Oh my God! Oh my God!
I use this one because it's more my style. Clear quartz. Yeah. Helps you see things better.
Oh, I think I'll use this one.
Mine is
Let me see. Oh my God! We all have
obsidian.
I don't.
Mine's quartz. Clear quartz.
Can you guys? I don't know. You could probably. I don't know. Do you
what
know
is
what
that?
This is?
That's opal.
I don't know what this is. Can you tell
me? That's opal.
Okay. And then this is a green one.
That looks like jade.
Pretty.
It's jade.
That's jade. That's obsidian.
Okay, good. That's good, right? What's from Seaman? Oh my God! Look, we have our pendulums. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We have all everything.
Okay.
It happens.
We'll make sure we clear energy first. Hold on. All guides and guardians, please. No negative energy. No negative portals. Anybody that comes through has to be positive and just for our highest and greatest good.
I was hoping for echoes of the past. That's it.
I just have yes or no. I got the board and then I was like, I don't know. I felt like Ouija almost. So I asked them the other day, should I use the board? And he said no.
So far,
I haven't asked any questions yet. I don't have a.
Okay, so mine is working. It says my name is my name.
Okay. Mine is.
It's counterclockwise. All right. Show me, Minnie, if you're here, please show me yes. Look at the shaking. Show me yes, Minnie.
Can we see the tip?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Let me sit higher because I'm holding up too high. Hold on. Because I don't like my arm gets I shake really bad. Okay, you guys can see me, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Look how high I am.
That's new.
I'm such a mess. Okay, you can see, right?
I got an angel with his hand on my shoulder right now.
You have one.
You have an angel on your shoulder right now?
I do.
With his hand on my shoulder. No.
You do? Oh wow.
It's weird. Okay. Hello,
Minnie. If you're here, Minerva, can you please show me what you
feel at ease right now?
Show me
feel at ease.
Minerva or Spirit, show me what yes is.
It's keying onto my book. What the?
Oh my God, counterclockwise. Show me bigger yes. Can you make it go wider, please? Energy spirit. You guys see it?
No.
It's going counterclockwise. I'll probably bring this to the. Look at she's doing counterclockwise. Look at it. Look. Oh my god. All right.
I see. It's crazy.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
So for yours, your yes, you said your yes is counterclockwise. My yes is like back and forth.
That's my no usually.
And when it doesn't know, it's kind of like diagonal or
does your shake?
circular.
Yeah. Does yours ever shake?
Like mine's.
It depends.
Mine swings back and forth.
Okay.
I don't know why it does it, but it does.
All right. So Minnie, you showed me yes. And Spirit, can you show me what no is, please?
Am I going to be a millionaire?
The only thing I'm asking is, are we going to survive these next 3 years?
Oh, God. Don't say it, Brent. Take that out of the universe. Nobody's going to
Oh, look, it's saying no.
All right, I can't. All right, show me now.
Oh,
I'm not focused in here. Hold on. You guys can see it. All right, Minnie.
Is yours saying no?
I didn't
Mine's
do it. I haven't
going
really
in and out.
I haven't asked really. All right, show me now, Minnie.
I guess it depends on where our choices are.
Mine's going in and out for some strange reason.
The nose going this way.
Like there's something.
Bren, I can't hear you. Who are you saying, Bren? Are you talking?
Something. There's something. Mine's. It does this.
You have to let. I know, but you have to let it. You have to let it clear. You got to clear it and make sure it's. You know.
I'm sorry. I'm still new with this pendulum.
Oh, it's going nice and crazy. I asked it again. Will I be a millionaire?
Look at you're doing your yes.
That's very much yes.
Bren, is that your yes? Did you ask what it was? It looks like counterclockwise, right?
I can't tell what's doing right now. All I know is an angel with his hand on my shoulder and a pendulum going back and forth.
So did you ask what that? But did you ask if that was a yes or a no? Like, did you say show me what yes means, so you know what yes answer is? Is that why?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. I think I don't know. I can't focus too much on it. I'm trying.
Mine was king on this book of shadows right here. That was mine. Yeah. Mine was king on this book of shadows. It was locking onto it.
Well, don't do that then. Get away from it.
Yeah,
happily.
All right, so counterclockwise is yes. Where's my mirror at?
Usually necessarily use my pendulum with a book shadow.
I know. Do you want to do yours, Larja? I'm gonna start. Do yours, couple.
I said, would it be a millionaire again? And say yes.
I know. It's probably not gonna tell you. They're not allowed to really tell you. I don't want to
go back and forth again.
It didn't tell me no. That's a good thing.
Okay.
Mine's going back and forth again.
Let me ask this.
Are you asking?
I asked it, do we still have hope? And it said yes.
Let's go one at a time. Let's not talk about anything negative. Everybody has hope. Brent, I don't know. What do you think? Something's bad? Like, there's nothing bad's gonna happen, Brent. We're all positive. We're living in 5D. Okay.
I'm a kid of the 2000s, late 90s. I was around when 9/11 happened.
I know. Well, listen, that's a lot. That was 24 years ago. We've learned a lot since then. We don't solve our problems with war or fighting. There's no negative energy any longer. The negative energy is gone. The matrix is gone. We're in 3D. That's all. And we're not. There's nothing to ask about hope. We're already there. We don't have to worry about hope. We have it. We have faith. Everything's fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I mean, not in my reality anyway. Wake up every day and say you're in the most benevolent timeline available. Because you're focusing energy on negative shit, something bad's gonna happen. You're gonna manifest. Mimi, are you there? She had a puppy emergency.
She's back. She had an emergency, she said.
I know. We all had our pendulums right next to us, Mimir. I was losing my mind when Brendan said that. And we both.
I'm asking why am I seeing? I'm asking why I'm seeing spirits and.
Okay.
So
wait. Hold on. Let's all focus our energy on whatever you're asking it, Bren. But are you asking yes or no, or do you have something underneath that it's answering you? Do you have a board?
I'm asking yes or no.
What do you mean? Why are you seeing spirits?
Yeah, why do I have this unique ability?
You probably had a near-death experience that you don't remember. It made your abilities come out.
All I remember in 2000 was Molly with skid marks on Fabio trying to get to me.
You've been seeing them for a long time though, right? Or
longer than that, actually.
That's what I mean. I think now, maybe because we're in the new earth, it's more aware. You're more aware of them. But look, that's a clear yes or no right there. I don't know what you just asked, but
yeah, that's clear.
You're going nuts. Friends is really moving.
Yes,
I'm not even. It's weird.
Many people talking. I
kind of like it actually. It's weird, but I like it.
I like yours, friend. Here, do you want to is the puppy okay? I don't know what's happening. Here, get your
It's flowing.
What happened? He's choking, pulled, and eating a ton of grass. Get him inside. Oh my
I'll
God.
be a
Is that bad? He's chasing the kitty? Oh my God.
Wow.
Is she saying is that what happened? Or is that bad or good?
What happened?
Looks like
cat or something wrong with the cat. He's chasing his kitty. Oh, is that a good thing? He's not hurting the cat, right? Is that what happened?
I hope not.
Oh, got confused. I read too fast. Okay.
What?
All right.
What?
Here's my energy. All negative energy gone, nothing but positive left in space. All negative energy gone. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna ask it about the Leviathan.
Is Larger going to move to New Jersey at Pendulum? I'm going to ask. Let's see, Minerva. No. Minerva, is Larger going to move to New Jersey Spirits?
No.
You're right. It's going to no. It's doing it. Look like back and forth.
Mine was swinging no for you.
My next question is:
get closer, so you guys can
am I going to win the lottery or not?
No, you're not supposed to ask questions like that.
Well, my family,
betterment of like if that's like if it'll happen.
It's just to get the bills paid.
But listen, if you exactly that's what you asked for. You don't have to ask for it. Don't be greedy, okay?
I'm not being greedy. I don't have the greedy button.
You need to have enough to just pay your bills, and then you know what I mean.
That's what I'm asking for.
If you're supposed to get that money, it'll come to you no matter what, whether it's a lottery or you find it or somebody links it. If you're meant to have that money, you'll have it. You know.
I'm different. It's just I'm different than most people. I don't have the greed function in most people.
But see, you have good intentions with it, so maybe you could ask, but I don't know. I forget. I don't know.
I just want to help pay the bills.
Well, that's what you need.
Relax on a nice beach somewhere.
Look at your thing. Yes, are you asking yes or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Well, just stop. Mine just stopped. What does that mean exactly?
I don't know. Is Larger going to move to the East Coast? Spirit with nothing but positive energy. Is Larger going to move to the Oh, no. Wait, it's going no. Look at the no, Larger.
Okay.
I just asked it too. I was like, asked it, should I move? And it said no.
I know. I said East Coast. I didn't even say Jersey.
Yeah, I asked it. I just asked it, should I move to Minnesota?
Yeah.
Let me ask Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Why?
Right, I have an idea.
I'm asking.
Okay, I have an idea. Let's one square.
Way too cold.
No. It said no.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's a huge no. That was a huge no.
Should I move to? Because the sun was like Montana. Should I move to Montana? Watch this.
All right, hold on, Brent. I put you on mute for a second. All right, I think each of us will do. We'll each ask a question one at a time. Like I'll do my we'll do Hollywood Squares. I'll do my question because I can't
say no
one at a time, and I can't hear anybody. But I want look how big your see. What did you just ask?
Should I move to Montana?
Damn, that's a huge no.
Hell no! Look at that; it's going so big.
Like no, bitch, no.
Okay.
I'm asking.
So I can't ask it where I should move. It doesn't know. I have to ask it yes or no.
Okay, you could say, should I move to? All right, Bren, your turn.
I asked it, should I leave California? It said no. Watch.
I'm asking.
Okay, wait, hold on, you guys. Please listen. I want to hear both of you. I can't. Bren, hold on. Let's let Larger do hers, and we'll do yours, and then I'll do mine. We'll go like in this because I can't figure out
California.
No, is that your no?
It's saying no.
Oh my God!
But it wasn't as big as don't move to Montana.
Well, I think. All right, I have a question for it in a minute. Bren, your turn. Answer the question.
I'm asking, how can I help my family?
But you have to ask it yes or no. Like you have to say.
Yeah,
or ask it, can you help your family?
Yes.
And then it'll say yes or no.
It's saying
and
yes
then
or no, right?
You ask it like, can I help my family by, if I do this, will it help my family?
Right.
Like those kinds of things, you know?
That's your yes, Bren?
Okay.
Isn't that your yes, Bren?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says you can. So then ask it, is there a job, like, will this help me help my family? Or can this help, like, do you have ways to make extra money, like anything like that? Because you can't really just, you know what I mean? The money's not.
Can I sell my art to help my family?
There you go. See? That's your yes, right? Counterclockwise or whatever. Huh?
I'll be.
It went counterclockwise, didn't it? Or it went clockwise?
I think so.
Then that's your yes, right? Because it's going to probably change direction. I think it was doing your yes.
I'll be.
Wait, ask again then. Focus on because there you go, friend. That's a fucking yes. That just started by itself. You got mad. So you're getting mad, and he's like, "No, motherfucker, I said yes, and you're not paying attention." See? That's a your yes, right?
Yeah, and now it's going crazy.
Exactly. All right, last Large. Ask Large if she should move to Idaho.
Idaho. Let's see, Idaho.
That is way too cold.
All right, let's watch Large.
Idaho.
Uh-oh. It says no or yeah. Uh-oh. Shit, that's a yes. Is that a yes or no?
That's no. Side to side is no.
Oh. All right. How about Massachusetts? All right. So
okay. Yeah, we did say Maine or Massachusetts first.
Is that
okay? The fishing is nice.
So that's still the East Coast, though.
Yeah, I know. Remember
okay. Should we move to the Midwest?
What?
Zion, I'm asking the pendulum, should we move from California? It said no. I said, okay, now look, this is my other question.
To California.
Is California dropping off?
Wait,
is California dropping off?
Should we move to Utah?
Hold on, one at a time. I can't pay attention to both you guys.
So I was asking.
It's saying no.
So wait, what was the question, Larja?
I asked it, is California dropping off? And it's saying no.
I thought New Jersey was going to at one point too.
Okay, let me ask it that. Is the East Coast dropping off? Is the East Coast dropping off?
Okay, man.
All right. Anybody in the
yeah, switch hands for a sec. My hand's going numb.
Does anybody have?
Oh my gosh, it's saying yes.
Oh my God. Okay. We're going to drop off? See, I don't want to answer.
That's what I asked. It was okay. Let me ask it this: am I on the East Coast? Maybe I'm on. Maybe they made the maps wrong, because if Africa really is bigger than everything else, then maybe they made the directions wrong too. So let me ask it: am I in the West or the East?
Oh yeah, I think we changed. You're right. I think we did change.
Right, because they be lying. Am I in the West? Yeah. Am I in the West? Yes.
Well.
Wow, I like that. That's a yes answer. So yeah, so you're still West.
Okay.
All right.
So ask it. Are you on the East?
I forgot.
All right, let me get my shorter one, so you guys can see.
Well, we have a female president.
Huh? Yeah,
a woman president. That's what I'm asking.
Oh my God, 7.8 an hour. Oh, yesterday. No.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't watch the news. I try to.
They issued a tsunami warning, and then after that went off, after that earthquake happened, the Big Islands volcano, the most active one, has been erupting all day, and it caused like 20 swarms of earthquakes and stuff and ground shakes. And they found lava in the water at Yellowstone, and they
Yellowstone's
said
a super volcano, I believe.
Yeah, Yellowstone's a super volcano.
And that's not good. If it starts erupting, that's it.
Yeah.
Crap.
I was getting really like, I was starting to get really like,
not
good about the news. So I stopped watching all that stuff until Charlie, the person that just passed away. That happened now, like freaks me out. But like, I remember now why I don't watch the fucking.
My hands hurt so much.
Well,
all right. Where's Mimir? Are you there, Mimir?
I'm here.
Mimir, did you get your pendulum out also?
Yeah, did we all had our pendulums? Can you believe that?
Look, birds and feathers. We're the pendulum crew.
Where are you at?
How's it working for you?
Are you coming on camera? I can't hear you, babe.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Well, are you coming on? Are you coming on?
No, probably not. I just had like a total terrible experience with my dog, and I feel all disheveled now.
So what happened? It got ran away or something?
No, I don't know. He just started to get really sick, and then he ate a bunch of grass. It was like he was dry heaving. At first, I thought he was choking. It was terrible because he's just a little gaffer, eh?
So what happened? Is he okay?
Yeah. Now he's upstairs with his kitty, chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain.
Love your pendulum. Do you have a pendulum?
I don't. I shake too much for a pendulum.
Oh my God, so do I. But like for some reason, I can't get I don't know. I watch how the girl does it. Like I hope I'm holding it. Can you ask your sister or somebody? Are we supposed to be holding it over my fingers, Mimir? Do you know? Like, am I supposed to be holding it? Like, how am I supposed to be holding it?
I gotta go get my grandma her meds.
I hold mine by the tip so that just in
Aw.
case I'm shaking,
You're
it
a good
doesn't.
boy,
Yeah.
Brad.
I'm going to sleep.
Wait, Brian, you gotta leave. Is that
Yeah,
what you
because
said?
I am tired.
Yeah.
You look cute though, Brian. I like your glasses. You look good.
These are mom's.
You look
Mine
cute.
broke a
Caleb.
while back.
You look cute.
You look really tall, Brendan.
Brian, you look really tall, dude.
Yeah, he's 6'2".
Yeah, believe it or not.
Oh, right on.
Okay, because like, yeah, look, I just pulled you up there. See, aw.
Yeah, I gotta get some sleep, guys. I haven't slept in good in 3 days.
Now
Aw.
that I know that Maryland's calling and California's calling, to answer the goddamn phone.
Yes.
I think the phone that I've been, this one that George's old phone, I think I'm gonna put my number onto that one.
And right now, everything in my body's going stiff, so I gotta go.
Good
All
night.
right,
love
well,
you.
Well, it was
Good
nice
night.
seeing you.
Love
Good night,
you.
I'll call
Corey.
you guys, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming
take
up.
care. Oh, what a
All right,
nice
I'm
young
going
man.
I know. I was asking Spirit because I do the pendulum, right? It's get my yes or no questions, but I want to be able to connect. I told you, I want to learn how to be medium, but I want to ask the guys in the gardens, like, am I supposed to be doing that? You know what I mean? Like, I want the abilities to hear and connect, like, not even for money. I just want to be able to get clear answers. I want to be able to know my guides and guardians. Like, I know they're there, but like, I just want to connect with them. I
don't know.
What happened?
Maybe try putting tobacco under your pillow when you sleep.
See, that's what I was gonna
That
ask, but I
might
don't
help connect you in your dreams and give you some guidance while you're sleeping.
Well, guess what? I haven't had a dream. I haven't dreamt in 4 years. I've had 3 dreams that I remember. Listen, up until 2020, is Joel there? Because I want to ask him too, because I know he'll know the end. Like, I don't know what happened. I used to dream before I was awake and aware. I used to dream the weirdest shit all the time. If I slept for 15 minutes, I would dream. And I never thought anything of it. I just dreamt all the time. And then I had a lucid dream here, and it scared me. I could not wake myself up, and it fucking scared the shit out of me. I woke up scared with the same feeling, and it was different. It was something was wrong. I finally got myself to wake up, and when I woke up, I'm telling you, since then that was 2020. 6 months later is when I discovered like the NDEs and near-death experience. I started to wake up. And then I stopped fucking dreaming. I have had 3 dreams in 4 fucking years. It was when my dog died and I needed to see him. And I had a dream about my grandma one time, not my Busha, my mom. And I remembered that. And there's one other dream. It's something about a bike or something. I'm telling you, if I do dream, I'm not remembering it at fucking all. And I don't know why. I've asked the guides and guardians, and they know what the answer I got though? I don't know.
What?
They said that I was a realm worker, and I was so when I was asleep, I was in other realms. I was doing work on other realms to fix them, and we got it. We fixed it all right. And then when everybody started waking up, we all came home, and nobody gave us a party. He goes, so you're all upset. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, all your realm workers, you came home, you saved Earth, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody knows. I was like, oh, well, you're just a bunch of lumps on a log sitting around doing nothing, waking up to Earth. And I was like, that's so funny. He's like, there's dream workers and realm workers. So apparently, and also world builders, like people that literally build.
Oh yeah.
I'm so fucking.
The world builders are super required for the next new Earth.
Well, I didn't realize. I'm like, oh, so they create worlds. Oh, create worlds. That's what it is. They create our worlds for us. I was like, oh, so we have our own little like.
At least that's based off of the TikTok algorithm. I'm caught up in.
I'm telling you, those kids on TikTok, I love it. They are the ones who are changing everything because they're.
Well, that's why it was like this Leviathan thing. Pull up the Leviathan in the ocean.
I don't want to.
It's crazy.
No, because I don't want to know about it because I don't want it to be bad. You know what I mean?
You don't want it to be, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to think about it because I feel like I want my dragon.
I feel you. I wish I didn't know. Actually.
I know. Don't look at it.
I kind of like knowing because I'm like, well, damn, it's right there. Well, because it's like so apparent. I'm like, whoa.
I know, but like, just tell it that you don't. You got to give it love. If you give them love, they don't hurt.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you big snaky
dragon, you little dragon. You, what are you doing?
You big water snake. You so cute,
Mr. Sir. Why are you sleeping, sir? Wake up, sir.
Why? Yeah, wake up! It's time to party.
I want him. I want him.
Party. party. See, maybe if we just invited to the party, it won't feel bad.
Island. Listen, does he have a wife? I don't know. I want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay, well, allegedly also it's Loki's son. Loki's offspring is allegedly this Leviathan. In that lore, it's the son of Loki.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
All right. So how come? Can I ask a question? And just in your opinion. So if the Nephilim, right? So that's a hybrid being to me, right? I don't understand. So why is it that, like, I believe I know I'm a hybrid,
so
right?
Are the Nephilims the offspring of the angels, conjugals with the humans?
That's what they say, yeah. And I'm like, well, what's so wrong about that? We're all hybrid. That's a hybrid being to me, right? But apparently that wasn't.
Because the union was forbidden, therefore the offspring is forbidden. And they do that with like cultures and races too. Well, cultures and ethnicities. Because like in South Africa, how that guy Trevor Noah, remember he had the talk show and he was the late night show host and stuff?
Yeah.
So he has this book called Born a Crime because him being mixed in South Africa was literally a crime. So
white there, right?
Forget that his parents did that. He was the crime. You know what I mean? And so like they had to hide him growing up, and he had to like play behind fences and hide gates and stuff so that people wouldn't see him and stuff.
Yeah.
So it still gets carried on today because the act itself was illegal, you know? So I could see maybe that happening, but you're right. They shouldn't like punish the kids.
I'm thinking, like, because listen, like, I know I was born with two humans, right? But like I know that my DNA is, I have like my dad and and then I'm a hybrid being from.
I'm gonna ask, am I an alien?
Well, like, yeah, well, I would think because like we would have.
Am I an alien?
I definitely think you're hybrid. You're here.
I was saying yes. Really?
I knew it. Where were you? I told you, Larja. Your energy.
Okay, where's the place you think we're from? Palladium?
Right. I think we're from the Pleiades. I said, I know. They ask it if you're from the Pleiades, any of the planets in the Pleiades.
Okay, look, I'll put it back on for us.
Yeah, I want to see.
Okay, am I from the, what did you call it?
The Pleiades. Is Larja.
Look, I'm going to tell it. Wait.
Okay,
answer Krista for me. Answer Krista.
Only good and guys, only for answers that are for good and the greatest. You're good and great, highest, greatest, blah, 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 blah. Okay,
answer Krista.
Pleiades. Is Larja from the Pleiades? And the planets in the Pleiades. The Pleiades, I mean.
It's saying yes.
Oh my God.
But where are the Pleiades?
Oh my God, it's the 7 stars, 7 sisters. So we can see it from here.
No way, it's saying yes. No way.
There's planet Alcyon.
Well, I just heard that I might be an alien today.
Are you? Yes. That's the first time.
I was like, really?
I Larja, there's like the Arcturus, there's Maya, there's
okay.
Alcyon, there's Margetta.
So I'm not a gray.
Margettan.
We're not the grays.
No, there's a different star system, but they do have, so there's like I was gonna send you information on Pleiades. There's 7 planets, and then there's all the galaxies in it, but like there's Tygettans, there's the Arcturians, there's Syrians there's
love you too, Mamira. Hope Puck is better.
Oh, she knows a lot about this.
She has to go be with Puck.
Yeah, I know. That's a shame. Are you?
Did she name Puck after Puck in the real world? And then we have to ask her that. Is that where Puck's name came from? Wasn't there a Puck in the real world?
Yes, and he died. He ended up dying. Yes.
Yeah, but he was funny on that show. He was on.
He was on.
San Francisco. A lot of fun.
He was by you.
Yeah.
San Francisco. Pleiades.
It was a lot of fun.
I never know how to spell Pleiades. There it is. Star cluster. Because when I had my reading done, Pleiades.
So does that make my mother a Palladian? Like, is that my portal? Is my mother like?
Listen, we don't know because we were born from 2 humans, but our.
So are my parents human?
Yeah, I mean, mine are too.
Are my parents human?
My parents. Well, one of my mom's definitely NPC, and
it's saying no.
Yeah, like
it's saying no. My parents aren't human.
Well, we're not. We are human here. We're human in this lifetime. But our DNA is here. Sorry, how can I show you this? Hold on.
It's saying very no, you guys.
I think you might be. I think that. Well, listen, we don't. That's just because our parents aren't. That doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
We just choose them. You know what I mean?
If I find out what planet system I'm from, will I unlock my superpowers?
Yes. All right. 7 star sisters. Here they are. All right. Let me show you the cluster. Hold on. And like I'm telling you, there's so much information about each one. Like I know I'm from planet Alcyon, and there's like I don't know if I told you.
It's confused. It's kind of going in a small
I
circle.
know. Hold on, we're going too
Look,
fast.
it's going in a small. Oh, it's getting a big circle now. You see that?
What did you?
It's like kind of diagonal. Oh, look. Oh, the more I talk about it, the bigger it gets. Okay.
What did you ask? I don't know.
So not necessarily. Okay. I asked if I find out what star system I'm from, will my superpowers unlock? And it said not necessarily.
Yeah, that's too much right now. Hold on. Let's just go one at a time.
The name after the lead sled dog. Oh,
I don't know which one that is.
From when Joe was a kid, a giant Malamute that his mom tied wee Joel to in the bush of Klondike. Oh, that sounds like such an awesome story.
I'm so confused. What happened? Where are you reading
I
at?
go out for a Klondike bar.
Oh my God, I'm so confused.
By the way.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh shit. Were you reading something I had up?
Yeah, Mamer's comment at 6:15.
I'm like,
I was wondering, was Puck from the real world, and it's actually a lead sled dog. And it was a giant Malamute, not a tiny Malamute like the current one she has.
Her dog.
His mom used to tie wee Joel to it in the bush of the Klondike. I love it.
I don't know what you're talking. Pleiades. Hold up, Pleiades. But I want to pull it up on YouTube so you can see. Hold on. Fuck, I can never spell it.
So did I meet Krista I could find out I'm an alien?
Yes. Fuck yes.
Did I meet Krista to find out I'm an alien?
Yes. Here, look, this. You're gonna read this. Oh my God, we're playing this for you right now.
It's saying yes. Oh my goodness.
I know we're all finding each other. I wish my mirror would come back up here. Here, look. No, here, look. I'm gonna play something for you.
That's so beautiful.
Look, I want you to fucking watch this real quick.
Your mission.
Oh, that's a big yes. That's a nice, big, powerful yes.
Can you hear this? Wait, hold on. Where's she at?
Let's see.
Okay, do you see this girl? Okay, it says about the place. 7 stars says clear. You are one. Listen to this. Oh, I muted her. Hold on, let me get her mute off. It's only like 7 minutes, but she's this.
No worries, I'm here.
The appearance of Pleiadian starseeds, you can feel fully confident.
Oh fuck! Can you hear that?
I can't hear it anymore.
Hold on. I'm getting so fucking low. Oh. I know.
Well, we hope Puck feels better, Mamera. Don't be scared. Everything's gonna be okay, girl. Everything with Puck is gonna be okay.
Why don't you take it to the thing? I just lost my fucking thing. God damn it. Oh, that was really good.
Damn it.
I know. I really want you to hear this. Fucker.
Well, we can just take our time in a nice deep breath.
I'm getting so confused.
I have time.
I know.
All right, good. I'm a Palladian. Look, I just found out I'm a Palladian. I obviously have time.
But listen to this.
I've traveled across star systems to be with us.
All right. You can hear me or no? Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you, see you. Hear you, see you.
So let me share my screen. I gotta do one thing at a time. I'm getting so fucking confused right now. All right, here's this thing again. Let me see. Make sure we can hear it.
Okay, we see her.
You are a starseed, so your soul.
Yes, we can hear her.
Oh, hold on. We hear her, right?
And today I will share with you 7 clear signs that you are a Pleiadian starseed, including what your mission is on this earth, the appearance of Pleiadian starseeds, so that you can feel fully confident that you are a Pleiadian starseed or not. Let's get into it. First of all, what is actually a Pleiadian starseed? A Pleiadian starseed is a soul whose origin is from the Pleiadian star system, right next to the Orion's belt. Just like with other starseed races, Pleiadian starseeds are old, highly evolved souls who have come to Earth to help transition humanity from 3D to 5D, also called the New Earth. Pleiadians are multidimensional beings existing in several dimensions, including 3D to 9D. According to the author Eva Marcus, the Pleiades is a soul healing station with visitors from other star nations for the purpose of studying, relaxation, and healing. The Pleiadians have been assisting Earth and humanity since the birth of Earth, and currently they are helping more than ever now that we are transitioning to the Golden Age. The Pleiadians are also called the Nordic aliens due to their Scandinavian appearance, and they tend to have long, light, blonde hair with a tall, white, and slim body. According to Barbara Marcinak, the author of Bringers of the New Dawn, Teachings from the Pleiadians, their mission is to assist humanity with the process of spiritual transformation. We will now make a deep dive into the 7 signs that you are a Pleiadian starseed. And pay attention to how you feel as you hear these signs. And not all of them have to resonate, as long as the majority does. And if you feel like this just doesn't resonate at all, or you're not sure, then check out my Starseed Soul Origin webinar, link in the description. Sign number 1 is that you love to love. You make decisions from your heart rather than your brain. This is because Pleiadian starseed's primary chakra is the heart chakra, contrary to, for example, Andromedan starseeds like me, whose primary chakra is the solar plexus. This makes Pleiadian starseeds likely to be excellent parents and caretakers. Pleiadians crave love and are romantic. If you're a Pleiadian starseed, you probably love romantic movies like The Notebook, and your worst nightmare would be losing your loved ones. The Pleiadian High Council of 7 says, that desire to be of service is coming from a genuine place of love. The love vibration is more active today than it has ever been, and it is far more powerful and influential than any other vibration that you may see be acted out. So pay attention. Pay attention to what is of service to you to witness. Sign number 2 is that you are honest. You really value honesty and will never lie intentionally. Lying is simply not something you have ever felt comfortable with. Sign number 3 is that you are a powerful healer. Pleiadian starseed are masters at healing others' wounded souls, and it happens almost unconsciously. You might not even be aware of it. Sign number 4 is that you are a giver. You're a kind and generous soul that would never take advantage of another person. You love and thrive on helping other people. If a Pleiadian starseed was on a flight that was crashing, they would put on the mask on their kid before themselves. You put other people before you to such an extent that you often forget to take care of yourself. The throat chakra, therefore, tend to be the weakest chakra of Pleiadian starseeds. If you have a weak throat chakra, it means you might find it difficult expressing your needs and wants to other people. Pleiadian starseeds are therefore prone to burnout. They need to focus more on self-love and realize that they need to help themselves before they can truly help others. The author Barbara Marcinak channeled from the Pleiadians that when you believe in and love yourself, everything starts to go your way. The most difficult thing for most of you is making that commitment to believe you deserve love. No one has to love you. You are not here to go around gathering love from other people to convince yourself you are worth it.
That's what my problem is. I have the deepest fear of abandonment from like having nobody.
Sign number 5 is that you try to fix other people. You easily worry about people around you and want to help them. Unfortunately, this often results in you attracting partners with emotional issues, narcissists, and energy vampires, which you see as your mission to solve. You might also worry if you notice your friends change and you're not sure if it's for the better. This never ends up well. My childhood friend is actually a Pleiadian starseed, and she has been trying to fix her depressed boyfriend for a decade now. A lesson Pleiadian starseeds are here to learn is to let go of the need to save everyone. Take care of yourself and your ascension first. Sign number 6 is that you are empathic. Your strong heart chakra means that you absorb others' emotions easily. Most Pleiadians are therefore introverts and charge their battery by being alone. This can be confusing, as you might confuse others' feelings for your own, or your own feelings can become amplified by other people's emotion. This can easily lead to overwhelm, anxiety attacks, and depression. Sign number 7 is that you are highly sensitive, and you can pick up on things other people can't. You feel all the senses more strongly than others. When you're happy, you feel over the moon happy, and when you're sad, you're laying on the floor crying. Pleiadians have sensitive minds, but also sensitive bodies. You might have had a disease when you were young and had to take medicine. Unfortunately, Pleiadian starseeds' sensitive bodies don't handle Western medicine very well, and they're heavy side effects. So you might never have quite recovered, or you still get flare-ups. So how do Pleiadian starseed look like? Although Pleiadians tend to have a Nordic or angel-like look with blonde hair and white skin, it doesn't mean all of them decide to incarnate in the same type of body on Earth, although many do. So if you have darker skin, don't worry, you can still be a Pleiadian starseed. However, I've noticed that most Pleiadian starseed have an angel-like energy. So if you've ever been called an angel, or that you have a positive childlike energy about you, that's a sign that you could be a Pleiadian. So what is the mission then of Pleiadian starseeds? Pleiadian souls incarnated here to help humanity in these times of awakening. Specifically help them remember who they are, their power, their divinity, and their gifts. Pleiadians are soul healers, and most Pleiadian starseeds have some kind of healing mission. This could be in the form of coaching, energy healing, or holistic medicine. The healing mission could also be in form of art. Just like Syrian starseeds, many Pleiadian starseeds are highly creative and end up as artists or jewelry makers. I love Pleiadian starseeds. They really radiate unconditional love, which makes them highly likable and powerful healers. However, being on Earth is not a walk in the park for Pleiadian starseeds, as they tend to attract energy vampires and struggle with giving their power away and self-worth issues. Now, if you feel like these signs resonated a bit, but not quite, or you're not sure, then definitely check out my Starseed Soul Origin webinar, where I deep dive into several starseed races and just common signs that you're a starseed in the first place. You can find the link in the description. Let me know in the comments if you think you are a Pleiadian starseed or where you think your soul origin is from. Have a beautiful day.
Oh, here's your webinar. How long it is? Let me say.
Ever since my starseed articles blew up on Google last. Are you curious if you are an Arcturian starseed? Then you're in the right place, because today I will share 8 signs that you are an Arcturian starseed, including physical traits. And make sure to stay until the very end, where I will share what the mission is of Arcturian starseeds. My name is Julia, and I help starseeds like you step into your purpose and power, so make sure to subscribe. Arcturus is a huge orange star, which is around 25 times the size of the Earth's sun. It can be seen just beyond the Big Dipper in the night sky. Arcturians are said to originate from a blue planet that orbits the star of Arcturus. The first sign that you are an Arcturian starseed is that you feel detached from social status. You might feel that social hierarchy is simply a human construct that breeds inequality. At the core of your belief is the feeling that all beings are equal, and social status simply distorts this. You don't think of yourself or any other people as being superior or inferior to each other. You have no interest in consumerism and showing the world that you are a success. This is a result of your deep feeling of empathy and your ability to put yourself in someone else's position, rather than categorize them based on their circumstances or society's view of them. Sign number 2 is that you enjoy scientific discussions. Rather than talking about everyday stuff, you prefer to discuss scientific topics. Your ability to understand these concepts comes naturally, and you can apply your spirituality to the facts of science. You believe that by implementing science and advancement in technology, the future of planet Earth could be extremely positive. Yes. Sign number 3 is that your memories are strong. Arcturians are blessed with strong, vivid memories. You may find yourself slipping into daydreams of the past frequently. Your childhood memories are still accessible, and you can remember sights, smells, and people with great clarity. Arcturian starseeds are likely to remember feelings from the past so vividly that they can be triggered by external stimuli like a particular song, someone's accent, or a scent. Sign number 4 is that you feel empathy. Just like Pleiadians incarnated on Earth, you frequently put yourself in the position of the underdog. You're likely to feel a strong urge to help another being that is in need. If you don't help someone who you feel needs it. Oh shit, sorry. Wait, I'll see it. I want to see if this is what. Let's try 7 planets. That's in Star Trek.
Welcome to Planet.
I wanted to show you because I think you're Taigetan. It's one of the, I think we're both Taigetan, but I wanted to see like which, if one of them resonated with you, but I wanted to find one that literally,
Pleiadians resonates. That's my overall like vibe. I have a good vibe, like a number of those things.
Yes.
More than not.
I never even knew like what Alcyon was, but like I don't ever tell you a story about the lake that I remember my grandmom taking me to play. So when I was younger, my Busha that passed away, I remember I was 7 when she died. I remember her taking me to Lake Alcyon Lake Park, and it was this huge like amusement like picnic place, and it had like tunnel slides in the ground. This is what I remember.
So growing up, I thought that it was a real place that she was taking me to, right? So as I get older, I started getting the drugs and stuff, and I always remembered, because I always grieved her, so I always remembered going to this place. I go and I'm 20-some years old. I go into rehab. I get out, and my friend lets me stay with them. Random place, fucking 2 towns away. I look across. I go in the bedroom that he gives me. I look across the street. It says Alstown Lake Park, right? I was like, oh my God. So I called my dad. I said, Dad, what was the name of the what was Busha taking me to? He goes, what are you talking about? He's like, that's never, there's no, it's a bench. There's no. So what I came to find out is that she died, and we were astro traveling, and she was taking me to this place. And my screen memory was this Alstown Lake Park. I never realized when I was saying tunnel slides, that doesn't make sense. I remember going down underground in a tunnel, but I remember in my head it was supposed to be there, like it was on.
But that was the actual astral planning happening, right?
Yeah, she wanted me to remember where I was from. When I got out of rehab and saw that, I was like, oh my God. And then it all hit me at once. I was like, well, later on, I was like, oh my God. So when I had my energy read, I asked where I came from. They said I incarnated back here from planet Alcyon to be here at this point in time. And my Busha is the port, like my Busha and my dad, they're all from there. And my mom isn't. Like my mom's side's not they're from here, which is fine, you know. But I knew that.
It just told me that my mom and my grandmother are Palladians and my dad is not.
See? But see, like I'm telling you, I think that like there's a place that's called Tigetan, and I feel like I don't know why it keeps popping in my head. I kept looking for it because I don't really get a lot of information. I wanted to see what they actually look like, but I do believe that. Do you think each planet, right? We actually have just dimensions, right? Like we actually can't see the planets. I don't think. I think when we see them, it looks just like a natural plane of like, you know, forest and planet, but what everybody else is living their own little reality. It's like really Earth is having like we're all here, right? And it seems like we're all living in the same reality. But imagine how it looks from the outside, right? They say that planet Earth is surrounded by protection right now. The moon, the sun, and planet Earth is an experiment that worked. But we're protected by this. They say it looks like we're in a bubble. And it's like I think Earth's in the middle, and then the sun and the moon. And I feel like each planet that around us has like 7 or 8 dimensions. And I don't know, like I think Syrian, maybe I think some of the star seeds are from like different from there, but like there's so many different races. And I've connected with like a couple mediums that I found out later that weren't real. You know what I mean? That like they're fake. But then I've also had like, oh, here we go. I've also had like ones that I knew that have been like, you know, they validated each other but didn't know each other type deal. Like about the little girl that's always with me, which I never knew why I saw 109. I see 109 all the time. 109. I still say it with my angel numbers. It was the time I was born, and I knew that my whole life, right? So when I had energy read, they said the little girl, the 7-year-old little girl, she's my birth angel. That's who was doing it. My whole life was just that I would say it, and I didn't, you know what I mean, just to nudge me. And then now that when I say it, I know it's her. But she's a 7-year-old little girl named Minerva, and I guess I was her in a past life. But she's my birth angel. She comes with me every time. And they said that's why I feel like a child. She's literally a 7-year-old little girl, and like she's right here right now. Like she plays with the cats. But like that's why I want to connect so bad. Like I get really upset because I really want to like I want to talk to them. Like I know they hear me, and I know that like oh shit, what is that? The birds out, like the birds that like the cardinals and stuff. I definitely feel like that's my family. Like especially the baby one with the mom and the dad, with my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and my brother-in-law all passed away. And since Dak's been home, that's Dak's dad. I'm telling you, I've seen two entities I've never seen before. Like, but it's a good thing because I think it's his dad, because they all lived in his house and passed away in his house. This is all their energy. And since he's been back, the cardinals are going crazy. They're here all the time. Like I thought it was me too.
Really?
But yes. I'm like, I have them on camera. Like I try to video them, but I'd be doing it every day. But yeah, they're here every fucking day, and I do feed them. But yeah, oh my God, there's a baby, a mom, and a dad, and the baby. I always see the mom and the dad cardinal feeding the baby, and they do it right in front of me. I have that on camera too. I videotape all the it's crazy. Like, and they literally chirp at me every fucking.
Hello?
So 6.
Oh.
Minnetonka originated from a star called Minnetonka, which is located in the Orion constellation. Feel drawn to water, positive outlook on life, always see the good in other people, easily get taken advantage of by others, easily get drained, having trouble setting boundaries, very compassionate, feel isolated. They feel a sense of loss or grief because their real home doesn't exist anymore. Highly interested in crystals and all things astrological. Struggle knowing people's true intentions. Okay.
Okay, so Minnetonka. In Minnesota, they have Lake Minnetonka, and Minnesota is the land of lakes. It has 11,000 lakes there. It said something here that was very interesting. That one. Yes, see?
Yep.
Interesting.
Oh
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's that one. Venusian. Okay. Sensual and passionate, nurturing, compassionate, powerful healers, feel compelled to help, have a need to take care of others, can get jealous easily, often very attractive. Women, very feminine, men, very masculine. People want to feel special about they themselves. Scorpio. Starseeds. Oh. Okay. Martian. Have had multiple lifetimes on Mars when planet was able to support life many years ago. Drawn to planet Mars. Desire to travel to colonize Mars. Want to help advance the human race. Strong connection to water and fire elements. Having memories of being on Mars. Have vivid dreams of living in a red planet. Dislike war, conflict, and division. Martian. Syrian. Intense daydreamers. Healing and metaphysics. Love expressing self artistically. Ooh. Feel deep connection to water, ocean. I always did. Animal lover. Great sense of humor. Fun, upbeat personality. Sounds like you. Not easy expressing feelings.
Yeah, it sounds like me a lot.
I know. A drama, and I feel like I'm always drawn to a drama and Arcturus. Easygoing, laid back, easy to talk to, act and look childlike. See, freedom, desire to travel, explore. Sometimes have difficulty with commitment. Try to avoid conflicts. Careful lifestyle. Often find jobs in creative and spiritual fields. Andromeda. A Plutonian starseed from the Draco constellation. Often feel misunderstood. Troubled past, awakened future. Have interest in DNA healing and medicine. Have a photographic memory. Fascination with dragons. Showing emotion and being vulnerable. It works best when organized. Wow. Let's see. I'm telling you, their generation is like.
What exactly is a star seed, and how do you find out if you are a star?
Best friend, like he's like 25, dude, and he told me all about different realms and stuff. Like, I can numerology. So when I found out about my lifetime, I realized one of my life path number is a 1, and they say that's how many incarnations you've had on Earth. So like when I do my birthday, it comes out to 1. Like, yeah, you know how you do like your numerology. Jared, do yours?
Yeah, I forget my number. I think I'm a 7 or a 3 or 2.
Down. Yeah,
it's seed and what star seed group you come from. What a star seed is it's a person who has had most of their incarnations on other planets other than Earth. Now, we all have galactic heritage, and we all have had incarnations on other planets as other species. But a star seed is somebody who's had most of their incarnations on another planet, and this might be their first lifetime or one of their first lifetimes on planet Earth. So to find out if you are a star seed and what star seed group you come from, because there are many, many, many star seed groups you could come from, to find out which one that is by using your birthday and numerology in just a few quick seconds, check out my video right here.
Yeah, she's cool. I watched her a couple times. Like, I could, because at first,
what is actually a Pleiadian starseed?
Really,
Pleiadian starseed
with this, like, I'm obsessed with all of it. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, it resonates with the traits of many of these being energies, and I appreciate a good sci-fi, girl. I love it.
I know it doesn't freak me out. You would think like this when I was kind of waking up and learning about like spirituality. The last thing I went into, like, first I was like into afterlife, like trying to figure out that stuff and how that worked. And I was like, then I started to get really into like plant medicine, and I was doing that for a little bit. Then I was getting like conspiracies, and I was always afraid to get into this part of it. But then when I did, the books from Dolores Cannon, oh my God, she has one called it begins with a C, and it's all about how when she was doing past life regressions, these beings were coming through and telling her like all like history and stuff, and it went on for like 40 years. Dolores Cannon's her name, and that was like my introduction. I call her my teacher, my introduction to all of this. Like like, I don't know, she's not here any longer, but like she was one of the, back in the 60s, she was doing past life regressions, and the beings came through to her and gave her everything. Even like Notre Dame came through to her. It's crazy. Do you have Audibles by any chance? Because if you have Audibles, I can send you all my books. Do you have Audibles?
Audible, yeah, I think.
Do?
Yeah, you know what? I took it off my phone, and I do it on my computer sometimes when I'm around my computer.
Yeah. Can I send you some of her books to listen to?
Yeah, for sure. I love it. I love it.
Dude. I know, dude. I'm telling you, her books. I mean, now they have on TikTok, they break her stuff down on there for like people that don't like long, But I started watching her lectures. I just found her by accident on here, and it's amazing. And then like after that, I guess I was resonating with anybody that was talking about just spirituality in general, but nobody really, 5 years ago, people weren't really. I wasn't on YouTube, so I didn't know about all this stuff. It's like, now it feels like when I say the knowing, it's like this emotion that I can't explain, but it's not a bad one. Let me show you who she is. And I'm like her lectures, and people are like, oh God, a lecture. But dude, I'm telling you, I didn't even I was watching the first one I watched, I cried I sobbed the entire time. Her daughter does now stuff. So she wasn't a medium or anything, but she was the let's say the reporter. She calls herself the reporter. She would get the information, and man, she's amazing. Hold on. I have all 19 of her books. Metaphysical Hour, Communing with the Subconscious Mind. She did, oh my God, low UFO. She does she did everything. Okay, here's the one. We're the waves. I think we are. I think we're volunteers. I think we're like first or second wave volunteers. I think our parents were the first wave, or grandparents were like the first wave. But when you talk about it, that means like they volunteered. So Earth was in trouble, and they had to put a sign out. So, Earth's in trouble. We need people like beings to come and. I'm trying to fucking share this. I'm such a dumbass right now. Jesus Christ, Krista. I was already sharing it, wasn't I? That's how high I am. Jesus Christ. So there's 3 waves of volunteers. And I believe that we're second wave. Our grandparents were the first wave, and they had a really hard time being here. But so this is her explaining, I think, the 3 waves. And there's a new book about it. So this was in 2008.
Because they said, you must know the story of how life began on Earth. So I'm going to have to go back that far so you'll understand what's happening right now and why we're going into the new Earth and what's happening to the people in the 3 waves. It all fits together. Well, in the beginning of life on Earth, they said there are councils. There are councils over
you want to hear
planets. There are councils over solar systems. There are councils over galaxies.
Yeah, I like it.
Rules and regulations that they live by. Nothing is random. Everything is very regulated out there. So they keep watch over all of the planets, and you can imagine what a job that would be. They keep track of everything, and they said in these councils are the history of all of the planets. They said when a planet reaches the point when it can support life, that's a very momentous time in the history of that planet. And at that time, they have to decide what kind of life are we going to introduce on that planet. And I think with this kind of a group, you can follow these things, because people say, what does God have to do with any of this? God is very much involved too. It's the evolutionary theory and the creationist theory mixed together, and it all fits beautifully the way they explain it. Mm-hmm. But when I've had people in sessions go back to when the earth was forming, and whenever the volcanoes were erupting, there was no life on earth. There was just too much ammonia in the air. I've had them go back to those times and tell me what the life was like at that time. Amazing. I've had them go to the times whenever life was being created. Many of you probably had these past lives too, but you don't remember these things on a conscious level. I've had them go to where they were helping form the oceans, form the first life, because we've all been creators. We've all been parts of this. We just don't remember because they're focused on this life right now. But if it's important for the person to know, it will all come out. Yes. So I think I'm not going against your belief systems. Just stay with me on this. So when they said the planet got to the point it can support life, there is a group that was called the archaic ones, the ancient ones, have been around forever. They are the ones who began the seeding of the planet Earth. They did it because in their beginning, that's how they started. Someone came and seeded life on their planets. And when they got to the point that they could travel in space, they began going through the galaxies, planting seeds also, and developing races that got to the point where they could carry on the work. Eventually, we're going to be involved in the same thing. And you know, with the curiosity of our scientists, if they find a planet out there they think can grow something, you know they're going to do it. And they said we will be a very welcome addition to what they call the Federation. Yes. Because of our curiosity and our creativity. So we will all be a part of this at the time. I've had people go back to when they were there, when the earth was being cooled down, when the oxygen, the ammonia in the air was being taken out so that life could form. First you had to have the atmosphere, then you had to have the water, then you had to have the plants. And they were there doing all of these steps. Many of these people have gone to lives where they were the seeders, the planters. And other ones have gone to lives when they were the recorders, where they had to go back and see how things were advancing, how they were developing. All of this must have taken millions of years, but this is part of what they do. They go throughout the galaxy checking on all these different things. Try not to stay too much on one subject here, but it's quite complicated. Okay, so I asked them one time, where did the cells come from that began the whole thing? They said it doesn't matter. They come from everywhere. As they travel through the universes, they are collecting cells. They're collecting sperm and ova to be used in these projects down the line. This is part of what they do. They collect animals. They collect everything because they will be used for future seedings of other planets. And when they first brought the cells and put them on Earth, the idea was to get it to develop into a multi-celled organism, to start dividing. They didn't care what it was going to develop into. They didn't care what it was going to look like as long as life would be established on Earth. Because it all depends on the primeval soup in the atmosphere and the chemicals on what anything is going to look like. They told me one time, you'd be surprised what you could have looked like. But the species develops according to the line it goes. We developed along the mammal line. Other planets develop along the reptilian line or the insectoid line. It doesn't matter. Some of them are combinations of different types. We developed along the mammal line. But they bring in the cells and they get them to turning into multi-celled organisms. They come back from time to time checking on everything. And they said, you have no idea how fragile life is. Because sometimes they would come back And it had been developing, something was beginning to form, and then they would come back and check on it again, and it had all fallen apart and died.
Yeah.
They said, life is so fragile. They have no idea how important life is and how delicate it is if they can get it going and keep it going. So then it begins to develop into plants, animals, and I'm going to condense a great deal here because I've done lectures on just this for many hours. So it develops into animals eventually. Then it came to the point they were going to have a human, something that had knowledge and intelligence. So, like I said, we were going along the mammal line. So they picked the ape because it had a large brain and also because it had hands. It had to have hands that would be able to make tools.
This is awesome.
To create a civilization. So there was a lot of work done to change the ape with the genetic manipulation of the genes and to develop it into a person. They said you will never ever find the missing link. That's because it's jumped generations. Because it just happened so fast. And this is what the scientists can't understand. Even Darwin said he understood evolution through the animals and the plants. But when it got to man, it didn't make any sense at all. But that was when it jumped. So when they finally developed an intelligent human being, something that could begin to build cities and plant
infrastructure,
then they knew they had to come and live among the developing species. No species ever just came out of the jungle and decided they're going to start planting or start building houses. They're out there hunting and gathering. So when they came and lived among the people, this is where your legends of the gods came from.
This is awesome.
They lived as long as they wanted.
That's what I want here for us.
And they lived with the people to give them the knowledge they were going to need as they went along. Every culture in the world has the legend of the culture bringers. And the culture bringer always comes from the sky or from across the water. They all have, the Indians have their corn woman who brought them corn. The other ones have the ones who bring them fire. They all have these gods that they have worshipped because they lived there. And I've had people go back to those times and they say, why do they call us gods? We're just beings. And they were just there to make sure everything was going okay.
Here on the New Earth, in the volunteer.
This was supposed to be a planet, a beautiful, beautiful planet with a species that would never get sick and never grow old.
I told you.
It was supposed to be a perfect
type
species.
1 civilization.
Maybe that's where the idea of the Garden of Eden came from.
That's what
I don't know.
Supposed to be, and that's what we're going back to. But listen, what happened?
But it was supposed to be a perfect species.
Us.
And they said, give this beautiful people intelligence and free will.
Yes.
And see what they do with it.
Okay, here comes the story about them.
Many planets in the universes don't have free will.
Nope.
I've had people go to those planets, and it's a totally different way of living if you don't have free will. Some of them are really glad to get out of that life because they're not at all what you think. But free will is very important. So they said we cannot ever go against the free will.
Nope.
So they give us free will. That's what was supposed to happen.
Listen.
We were never supposed to grow old. We were never supposed to die. We were never supposed to get sick.
Nope.
But something happened that spoiled the plan. A meteorite hit the earth. And when the meteorite hit the earth, it brought in bacteria for the first time that created disease. Before that, there wasn't anything. And they were heartbroken.
Oh.
There was a show on Nova years ago where they were talking about the different kinds of life on Earth. They said there's 2 kinds of life on Earth: bacteria and everything else. That the bacteria was the foreign element. It didn't belong. And this is what created disease. But when this happened, they said, what are we going to do now? They went back to the councils and they had the meetings, and there was great sadness in the councils. It was like Well, what do we do? Do we wipe the whole thing out and start all over again? Or do we let it continue to develop the way it is, knowing it will never be the perfect people we expected it to be?
That's it.
It was decided that so much work had been done to allow it to continue to develop, even though they knew it would never be perfect. Now, see, a lot of this I think you would go along with if I do UFO lectures on why they're doing the experimentations with the sperms and the ova and all of that. They are bringing us back to the perfect state we are supposed to be. You understand all of these things. There's no negativity in what any of them are doing. They've been taking care of us since the beginning of time. One time they said in one of the sessions, why do people keep saying we're here to take over the world? It's ours, it always has been. We can't do anything to you as bad as you do to yourself.
Listen to this fucking shit. I knew
so they've been watching us all this time and taking care of us. And as they lived with the people, they were given these different inventions and things as the time was right. Fire, agriculture. When the species got to that point, they would give them the next invention.
Say they keep trying to give us stuff too.
Of course, now it's got to the point they can't live among us anymore. There's too many people. So now when the next invention is supposed to be developed, it's put into the atmosphere.
Yep.
They don't care who invents it, as long as it is invented in the timeline.
Isn't that awesome?
And, you know, you always hear about people all over the world are all working on the same invention at the same time. This is why. They put it out there. Whoever gets it, that's fine with them.
That's awesome.
That's the way they're doing it now. But I asked them one time, I said, okay. They said, you have free will. And then the prime directive of Star Trek is very, very real.
Yes, I love this.
Non-interference. You cannot interfere with a developing species. So I said, all right, you're coming and giving these things to the people. Isn't that interference? They said, no, that's a gift that we give them when the time is right. What they do with it is up to them.
Listen to that. I want to get like the brown.
And a lot of times they don't use it the way we wanted them to use it. They'll turn it into a weapon or they'll use it in a negative way. But it was intended for good.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets to that point, they give you a gift. And I said, well, can't you come back and tell them you're not doing it right? It was not what it was intended for. He said, that is interference. Give it to you once and see what you do with it.
We fucked up.
If you don't use it in the right way, then nothing they can do about it because that would be interfering. So many times they sit there and shake their head. They said, for goodness sake, you know, why are you doing this for? We give it to you for a good reason and you're turning around and using it like this. This is important for you to know so you can understand the three waves.
So we're the three waves, guys.
Anything that is supposed to be developed will be developed in the proper time because they know when the civilization needs the next information, the next invention, the next step up the ladder. Well, if you understand they've been watching us since the beginning and taking care of us. When we dropped the bomb, the atomic bomb at the end of World War II, that really got their attention. They've been watching us all during the war. See, they can't stop the wars. They can't stop everything we're doing. They're just watching.
Very upset.
They're watching us all during the war. Well, here at the end of the war, we developed atomic power. And what do we do with it? We go and make a bomb.
And it's supposed to be.
That got their attention. They said, we better get down there and see what these kids are up to.
That's a good.
And they were very unhappy about it because it was not supposed to be in our timeline yet. When it was time for it to be developed, it was supposed to be developed for peace.
Yes.
For energy, for electricity. It was not supposed to be used for a weapon. But once you create something for negativity, it has that, what we call aura of negativity around it, and it will never really be what it was supposed to be.
Oh, man.
But they said they're really worried about it because they said these kids don't know what they're playing around with.
Kids. Well,
because they just came through this horrible war. They can't take care of themselves. They have no idea what they're doing. Now they bring up atomic power. They could destroy the world. They have no idea what they're working with. I left a piece out there. It's going to come back to me though. Okay. I have all this information flooding into my head, and you have no idea the energy that's coming off the audience too.
I love her.
That's the reason I sit down. I'm a smaller target that way. Okay. Okay. But
3 weeks.
You see, humans have been on Earth for so long, making the same mistakes over and over and over. We're caught on the wheel of karma.
Here we go.
And they know this. They said you can't even figure out your own lives. You got the country in a mess. You just came through this war. Because people go through the same lives over and over again, making the same mistakes. The karma over and over and over. They don't learn. They got to keep coming back to do it over again. If Jesus came to save us from anything, what I found out was he came to save us from the wheel of karma.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because we were just going round and around and around, making the same mistakes instead of moving up the ladder. And he was to show us how to live through love. But people didn't understand it, and they killed him. So here we're going, life after life after life, going round and around, making the same mistakes over and over again with the same people. They said, these kids can't even take care of their own lives. They can't take care of the world. They're never going to be able to understand atomic power. They will blow up the world.
That's what she's talking about.
Now, the law of non-interference just goes so far. They are not allowed to interfere unless we get to the point we could destroy the world.
And that's what we're doing.
If that were to happen, it would cause reverberations throughout the whole solar system and into other parts of the galaxy. You have no idea what it would do if this, I said, this little planet, we're isolated over here on purpose. We're a young planet. They want to keep us away from everybody else. They don't want us to contaminate the rest of the planets. But if this little insignificant planet were to destroy itself, it would send reverberations out.
Yeah.
And it would also go into other dimensions and interfere with lives of other people on other planets. That it would be like undeclared war. You can't even begin to believe the reverberations it would have if something happened to this planet. So they said that's the only way they could ever interfere. But if we reached the point we were going to destroy the world, then they would have to step in.
Well,
this has happened countless times through history, and I'm going to be going over some of that. Oh, but they've always been there. This is the thing. So they knew that atomic power was so dangerous in the hands of children that we could misuse it and destroy the world. They said, what are we going to do now? We can't come in and say, stop it, you can't do it. That's interference. They came up with what I thought is a brilliant plan.
All right, so this is 3 ways volunteer. Obviously.
They went back to the councils, they had meetings on this. They said, all right, we can't interfere from the outside. Maybe we can influence from the inside. So they came up with a brilliant plan. The people on Earth aren't doing it. They're too stuck in karma, too stuck on the wheel. We're going to have to bring in other souls that have never been here before and that are not stuck on the wheel of karma.
That's why I don't have
Those are the ones we're going to have to bring in. Pure souls, never been contaminated by Earth before. So that was what they decided to do.
In 1975.
And the call went out for volunteers.
And the universe called you.
And I've had hundreds of these sessions, and I've written about them in the books about, I'd find one here, one there, and that's why the whole story is coming together about the 3 waves. Now, none of you know this consciously, but now that it's coming out in my radio shows and the Project Camelot and the books, I get emails all the time saying, I'm first wave, I'm second wave. Now it makes sense. I finally understand
why I'm here.
But on your conscious level, you don't understand. You don't know what in the world's going on. Okay. The call went out. Earth is in trouble. We need souls to volunteer and come and help. Will you help Earth? And I've had many, many sessions when some of them are at the meetings they're holding in the spirit world and all different parts, and they'll say, who wants to volunteer? And they say, they raise their hands, I'll go, I'll go. Then they say they get down here and they say, what was I thinking? This is horrible. What was I thinking about? But what I have found, these volunteers are coming from two different places.
That's us, the volunteers.
Before, all those years when I would take people into past lives, it would be normal past lives. I have people go back to where they're animals too, but I still consider that normal. Animals, birds, plants, rocks, even rocks of consciousness, everything has consciousness.
Oh, yeah, everything has consciousness.
When I have somebody go back to where they're a rock, they say, life is very slow. But in the last book, I talk about a whole lot of lives as animals. But these, and I want to know how the animal thinks, how it sees, how it perceives things. My curiosity again. So those were normal lives. They were all going back to lifetimes where they had lessons they had to learn with people now, karma with different people in their lives, their families, all of this. So that was what my therapy was all about. Let's find out the cause of your problem. I get people with family problems, physical problems, job problems, and that was where it was going all these years. Now, in the last several years, things have changed.
This is where we all come.
The only ones I'm finding now who are going back to normal past lives are those that still have karma to repay. These other ones are coming up with something totally different. Now, how can you explain this if it happens again and again and again?
Different people that should.
They go to two places. Some of them were ETs. They don't like that term. On other planets, spaceships, other planets, other dimensions. Some of them lived in places where they were light bodies. They didn't even have a body.
Yeah.
You imagine how to get that far advanced and then to volunteer to come down here. And they have never been on Earth before because they've always lived on other planets and other dimensions. Then we have some who have never been anything. They had never left God before.
Some of us, yeah.
And this is tremendous when I have these sessions with these people. Would you imagine what a shock it would be to these souls? They're so pure and they're so unaffected by our junk here to come into this life. It's very difficult for them to function here. But when I've had them go back to God, they call it the source. They always say the source. They always describe it the same way. And I have a whole section in the last book on what God and what the source is.
I love this lady. She's my teacher.
In my book, Between Death and Life, was the first time I ever got someone going back to God. And they were explaining about, they said, you have no idea what God is. Your perception of God is like a tiny thread compared to what it really is. You have no way of understanding what it is. And then they say, think of those people who do not have as much understanding as metaphysical people do. Their concept of God isn't even as much as a tiny thread. They have no way of understanding the totality of the whole thing. Well, first of all, God is not a man. This is what some of the speakers have been talking about the whole time here. God is not a man. You got to get over that. If anything, he would have been a woman. Because women are the creative force. He's neither one. He does not have a gender. He's not male and he is not female. It is a power. It's an energy that is absolutely incredible. Every one of them have gone back to him, describe it as a huge bright light. Some of them say, I'm in the sun.
10.
But it doesn't burn. It's not like being on fire. It's like being in a huge sun. Some of them describe it as the great central sun. Wow. But it is always described as this huge, enormous light, a pulsating light. And when they're there, it is so full of love that they don't want to leave. And they are always together with all these other, what do you want to call, beings, souls, essences, however you want to say it. And they're happy. They don't want to leave. I don't know if there's time to go back into how life got created in the first place when it came from God. I have all of that in the books too. I guess maybe I could say a little bit. Whenever God was this huge, bright light. And when he decided, he knew everything, but he was lonely. Yeah. So he wanted to create others. This is when he burst out. This is the Big Bang theory. When he burst out into all these millions and millions of particles. Now, when I take you back to what you really, really are, all you are is a tiny little spark of light. A tiny little spark, that's all you are. So in that point, they all shot out in all directions. Some of these little sparks became planets, some became galaxies, and many of them became the individual souls. I have many clients that come in and say, I want to know where I came from. I said, well, we all came from the same place. And they think they came from a planet out there or something. No, they all came from God, from the source.
I cried first when I heard this part.
And when they shot out, it was like God said, go and learn, my children. Learn everything you can and bring it back to me. When Mandeep was talking about the supercomputer, it's really very much like that because he collects information. He wants to know everything. This is why there is no bad, there is no good. It's all information, experiences, and learning. So everything you ever learn in any of your lives, at the end, when you graduate, you bring it all back to God. And it's kind of like downloaded. So anyway, this is how we all began on our journeys. We are like cells in the body of God. We will return with all of the information. So these people went back to lives, which I didn't think was possible to never have a life anywhere. In my early days, I wouldn't have believed
how old
it.
She is.
But they were with God.
3D, learning all this.
And they were very, very happy. They didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Because when they leave, they said it's this feeling of separateness. And it's very traumatic. They don't like it. They're away from God. And you go your whole life lonely. They want to go back to be with God. So they have been separated. So when they're telling me all these things, and I'm thinking, well, you must have left because here I'm talking to this body laying on the bed. I said, well, why did you decide to leave? They said, we heard the call. And even when the ETs, all of this, they always say the same thing. We heard the call. Earth is in trouble. We need volunteers. Will you come and help?
That's us.
And out of their love, they said, we will go and help.
That's who we are.
Not knowing what they were getting into. I've had some of them say they were warned. They tried to tell them this is not going to be what you think it's going to be. But if you really want to go and help, you can do it. So they came into the bodies. And sometimes when they get into the bodies, when they're saying, what were we thinking of? Everything is so dense and heavy on Earth that they really don't want to be here.
Yeah, my grandparents died really young.
So this is what I found now, are what I call the 3 waves, because they've come in at different times. And this was the experiment to see, because Earth was really needed help. The first wave would be those born right at the end of the Second World War, right about the time I said when they discovered that we dropped the bomb, we didn't need the energy. We couldn't handle it. That's when the new souls began coming in, which I used to say 50s. My daughter says, don't be too strict on these ages because we don't know.
This is 2000.
Some people tell me they're in their 60s and they think they are one of the forerunners because they fit the qualifications.
Wow.
But I would say nowadays, it's been about 60 years, hasn't it, since the end of World War II?
2008.
Those age ranges are the ones who are the forerunners. These are the first wave that came in. Now and I wrote about the first one was in Keepers of the Garden. First time I ever encountered anyone like that, and I didn't know what to ask them. But now in the other books, I'm finding many, many of these because they're finding them everywhere. Okay, the first wave of people don't want to be here. They don't like it. They're very unhappy. They may have a good family, good jobs, but they don't like Earth. They don't like the negativity. They want to go home. They don't know where home is. They just know it's not here. They don't like the violence because they say, why do people do things like that to each other? So it's very difficult for them to live here. And many of these people have tried to commit suicide to get out because they just can't take it. Of course, it's not going to solve anything. But I've run into many, many of these in my work. I've had people come in and say, when I leave your office, I'm going to commit suicide. You're my last hope. That puts a lot of responsibility on a therapist. But then we usually find out where it all came from. But I kept wondering, when I was starting writing these books 20 and 30 years ago, that was when we were having a lot of teenagers, they're having problems and trying to commit suicide. Maybe they were part of this first wave and they couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand being here. The second wave came later. Julie, what do you think? It's about 20s and 30s years old now? I mean, not 20s, 30s and 40-year-olds. And that, the second wave. The second wave are what I call the generators, the antennas, the channelers.
This is what I tell you that you do.
They're here to just be. They're here to channel energy.
Subconscious.
They will affect anybody they're around. They said you could walk through a mall, a crowded place, and affect everyone that you walked by.
I told it.
This from the energy generating from the person.
I told her.
This is helping everyone. Because I have people coming and they want to know their purpose. They want to know what they're supposed to be doing. They say you're not supposed to be doing anything. You're supposed to just be.
Yep.
Well, of course, they're not very happy with that. They want to know, what am I supposed to do? These people, the second wave, are very gentle. They're usually in the background. If they do get married, I found some that find another soul like themselves. They usually don't want children.
That's me and George.
Because they said to have children creates karma.
Yeah.
They don't want karma. They want to do their job and get out of here.
I want to stay, though. I think I'm going to stay.
They don't want to stay here any longer than they have to.
I do want to stay.
And they're afraid the children will tie them here.
Yep.
I've had some that have had children. It was very difficult. One woman had to stay in the hospital the entire term of her pregnancy because otherwise she would abort. And they had to keep her on a drug that would keep her heartbeat at a certain level the whole time so she could have the child. And when the subconscious came through, it said, you don't realize this is the group that we're not supposed to have children. And it was very difficult for her to do this.
That's right.
But one thing I have found too, this first wave and some of the second wave, see, their energy is totally different from our energy of us earthbound on the wheel of karma. The energy is different. They're coming in for the first time into such a strange, dense, heavy world.
I've ever been in.
So sometimes when they first enter the mother's body into the fetus, the energy is so different and so strong that the baby will abort. Because it can't match the frequency of the mother.
This made so.
I've had some people tell me, you know, that makes sense. My mother had a couple of abortions before. Not, you know what I mean, not legal. You know what I'm talking about, miscarriages before they were born.
She missed.
Because they said this is the difference in the energy adjusting to the person. So they said sometimes in order to get the soul in here, we can't put all of the energy of the total soul in at one time. We have to put a portion of it in it so that the baby will survive and be able to be born. And then as it gets a little older, a little more of the soul will come into it. And I've had people come in, they want to know what's happening. Everything is so different at different stages in their life. That's because it's been downloaded more of their soul. But in the beginning, it's too strong of an energy for the mother to carry the baby. Does any of this make any sense to you?
Yes.
Because these are bits and pieces I've had to put together. So this is the energy that is in these two. And I asked them one time, why did the first group have so much more problems than the second group?
Way showers.
They said they were the forerunners. They were the pioneers. Somebody had to come and blaze the trail. They had a lot of difficulty. Then the second wave could just follow in their footsteps and go after them. So that's why they had it easier with the second wave. And that's what people say. I know I'm first wave, but I never wanted to be here. And they tell me, some of them say, I remember standing in the kitchen talking to my mother when I was about 3 or 4 years old, saying, I want to go home. And she said, well, you are home, honey. And they said, no, I want to go home. And they didn't understand what they meant. Well, the third wave are the new children.
Third wave.
These are the ones you call the indigo.
Yes.
The new children coming in that are considered the hope of the world.
This is what I said earlier.
They are coming in with everything in place. See, as we go through going into the new earth and everything, our DNA is being changed so that we can adapt to all the changes that are happening now. These children are coming in with everything in place. Everything is there. They don't have to have any changes made. They are ready and they're willing to go. This is why they're a totally different breed. And Nikki did a good job in her lecture talking about this group. You can understand how they are. I've lectured at conferences about the new children and where there's been panels of these new children. And they explained it. They said, we're just bored is all it is. We get it the first time. Why do they have to keep telling us over and over again when we understand, we know the answers? The teacher will ask them for the answer to a problem, maybe a mathematical problem, and they'll give them the answer. They say, how did you know that? I know it.
Yep.
That's not good enough. So naturally the kids get frustrated. But they said, you must not put these kids on medication. This is what Nikki was saying. The medication will just dampen these abilities. But these are the hope of the world. And she was repeating what I've said in my lectures before. Give these kids challenges. They're just bored. Give them something else to do. Even a teacher, if you just give the kids something to tear apart and put back together again, it's something to challenge their mind. So these are the three waves.
I love that.
And they've all come in here to help us to move into the new earth. Because we're moving into it now. The vibrations and the frequencies are changing. We are moving into a new world that something has never happened before in the history of the universes. Everybody's watching, all the other beings. This is the greatest show on earth. Because they want to see, are we going to be able to pull it off? Are we going to be able to do it?
Good news, we
because
did.
it's never happened before.
We did.
This with these people, when I have them in the session, they'll say, we've come to help the earth go through its next incarnation.
Yes. We're here to
The
heal.
earth is a living being. It is moving. It is evolving.
I love you, Mother Gaia.
It doesn't care if we go with it or not.
Thank you for letting me stay here.
It's going to do its thing. If you want to go with it, we're just like fleas on a dog. It doesn't care. It'd rather get rid of us. But if we want to go with us, then we have to adapt, and our bodies have to change.
That's how I love my
to move with it. Okay. There's one piece of information that I want to say that I just got a few weeks ago. I'm still getting information of another group that I never knew about before.
Crystal children.
Okay. So I want to talk about it tonight for the very first time anyway. You see, civilizations down through time have been destroyed because of man. You know, man always wants to go in there and control. The civilization get to the point where it has great knowledge. It can do anything with the mind. The minds are so developed, they can do anything. And then man will come in and destroy everything because of his greed and power. This has happened time and time again down through history. Atlantis was not the only one. It happened many, many times before that. And in my books, I've talked about all the other civilizations that have reached the peak and had to be destroyed because of what they were doing. They gave me some of this information because they said, you're getting to that point again. Mm-hmm. You have to know, you could getting to the point now where we could destroy the earth again. Well, yep. They can't allow it to happen. This is where all of this is happening to keep it from happening. But the one piece that they gave me that was different was about Atlantis. I've heard time and time again the reason it was destroyed was because mankind was misusing the crystal power. Mm-hmm. And they were directing it in the wrong way, and they were trying to develop more and more power. Another reason they said it went down was because of their experimentation. They were doing experiments by combining animals and humans.
Oh, wow, that's right, yeah.
And this was going against the laws of nature. Mm-hmm. One of the speakers talked about creating slaves. That's what it was. They created the half man, half animal beings and used them as slaves. Mm-hmm. All of the legends you have heard down through time of the half man, half animals, they were legends left over from Atlantis. That was where they were developed. They didn't come from Egypt and from Greece. But it was real in those days. They said, you have to know these things because you're pushing it again. You're trying to do it again. You probably know that we are experimenting. They're trying to put pig parts into the humans, big organs. Mm. And they said, you can't handle an animal part in your body because your body will reject it. So they are introducing human cells into these pigs.
See?
So that the organs will be what a human can handle.
Just a couple weeks ago was the first time that they actually did this. This was 2008. And they just did, I think, a week ago. They used a pig something in another guy. I think it was a pancreas, I think.
Going transplanting those into the humans.
Eventually.
Now, in the beginning, there was some scientists that said, we don't want to do this because we don't know what's going to happen. You can eat pork, you can handle animals, but what would happen if you had an organ in your body where the blood was constantly coursing through it? They said you could create a disease that there wouldn't be any cures for. So for a while they stopped it and thought maybe we better look at this. But now they started in again. They said, we're going to do it.
See,
That's always their answer. We don't care what's going to happen. We're going to do it.
2008.
So this is what I was told. You're getting to this point again where you can destroy the earth, go the same way that Atlantis went. Well, my daughter, where's she over there? She's always asked questions about why, if we have free will, why can't we push the envelope? You want to come up here and say what you, no, you don't want to, okay. We have a lot of discussions about when I come home and I say, I got a little more piece of information. She said, why couldn't they do this? They destroy their own country or something. What's wrong with that? It's free will if you want to use crystal power, if you want to do these things. So there's always a little question mark about that. What does this have to do with threatening the earth to where it could destroy the earth? Then we got the extra piece of information. We found, they said they didn't tell me this till now. We found out one of the things that Atlantis was fooling around with was what they called dark matter. Uh-huh. And I'll probably get some more information, but I'm thinking they might have meant antimatter. Because they said the scientists were trying to see if they could create their own universe. Try to see if they could create wormholes and make their own universe and use it like gods.
They were trying to look for the God particles.
Doesn't it sound familiar? Where scientists are fooling around now with the collateral, what they call it, the things they're making experiments with. They want to create wormholes.
Yep.
We're headed down the same thing. But they said Atlantis, they began experimenting with this. And it became so bad that it began collapsing the grids of the Earth. When that happens, the Earth could explode.
They better not do it here.
And they said it was not only affecting the grids of the Earth and the DNA of the Earth and the DNA of the people was also beginning to spread out and affecting the grids of the solar system and into the universe. So they had no choice. They said, we've got to stop it because all of this, I just got this information. I'm trying to understand it. It would be the implosion. As it began, they said it'd be like a folding in on itself as the grids collapse, and that the Earth would fold in on itself, and then the other planets and the galaxies. It would be such a domino effect that we could destroy the entire universe. This is why they said they had to come in and destroy Atlantis. So that makes sense. That's a lot more serious than I ever thought it had been before. They had to destroy the whole continent because it couldn't be allowed to go any further. There were some survivors, some of them went to Egypt and to South America. They're the ones that built the pyramids because they had this knowledge. But it finally made sense. But another piece of this information is, these are called the keepers of the grid. The grid keepers. You're all back now. Your job is to help rebuild the grid because we're bringing back our psychic abilities.
Yep.
We're bringing back all of the abilities we had in the past. And we have to rebuild the grids back to where they were. And this is why our DNA is being changed and developed as we go through all of this. So they said there are 10,000 souls that have come in with the job of the grid keepers to rebuild the grids of the Earth. And none of this is on a conscious level. You're probably doing it when you're asleep at night. You don't even know it. Because every night you go out of your body and do work. Somewhere in there, you're all doing work. Maybe you're one of the keepers, but 10,000 at least who are rebuilding the grids of the Earth. All of this is going to go in the new books. You see what I mean? Every time I think I got it all, they throw something else at me. And it's never ending because of the information that's pouring out. Okay, this could go on for quite a while, but let me go to questions because otherwise I can.
Sorry. All right. I had all our lectures. She has so many lectures, like different, but I don't know if Leah, I call it Large if you're listening to it, but I'm reading I was listening to her, but I'm reading your stuff too, Mimiar, and I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but it's so much, it's like a lot of information that I try to decipher what part I gotta read them in a second, so I can try to understand what you mean. I mean, everything I've learned, like I believe, like I don't know, yeah, like everything she says, I believe now, obviously, and then when she gets into like Galactic Federation in her one book. And just the 3 ways of volunteers, definitely. That's why I always tell Large, I think she's one of those people literally walks into a room and like all of us, and I think we're all here seated in certain parts of the planet to keep the vibration, to hold the vibration. But yeah, I love talking about this stuff. Yeah, but that's for the first thing. Well, we already did. This was in 2008, right? So we've already beat I don't want to say it, beat the system, but you know what I'm saying. We made it. Spoiler alert. We did it. We saved Earth. 20 years, I have my NDE on 12/21/12, but I'm getting so tired right now. But I don't know. I like this background thing. But I love talking about stuff. Like I have all her books, and just you there.
I'm here. Yeah. I'm here.
Everything you're saying, I understand. I think I'm reading it.
Oh, you don't have to read it. I just have such huge thoughts when I'm watching her. I have to get it out.
Yeah. Why, you don't believe anything? Like, you don't believe some of the things she says, or?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
And it's just blowing my mind, like all the parallels of all the different stories I've heard. They all have such a common thread, whether it's First Nations or what she's saying, or even biblical prophecy. You know, there's so much stuff that just blows my mind right now.
Oh, well, you've never listened to anything? You've never listened to her lectures before?
No, I've never gotten into Dolores Cannon, ever.
I
knew about the Galactic Federation and all that,
yeah,
but never.
Dude, she's her. Oh my God, that's only a piece of one of her lectures. Like she goes like oh my God, the death before life or life before death, and she tells you what we do, like when we die, like where we go, and like and all about the afterlife.
Oh, hey, Lauren's here. Hey, Lauren. Hey. You should come up and rap with us.
We were just watching Dolores Cannon because, like, me, I always tell Larja, all the stuff I talk with Larja about is where I learned from her. I mean, I know a lot of people talk about everything she's talking about. I know she's not the only one, but I mean, it's validation for me when other people are validating information that she's got. And when she got her information, it was from different people. So it's like it was a continuation. Like every time she did past regression, they would come through. And we started coming through, and she's like, "Oh my God, we weren't going to past lives. We're going to we're going to like other planets. We're not just from Earth." So when I had I had the NDE, but I didn't actually get the regression because I was too scared. And they said they didn't want me to remember the NDE, but they told me it would happen. And it was in 2012. And guess what? I told you the date. It was 12/12/20 or 12/21/12.
Wow.
Actual, wow. I know.
I'm just doing the math. I'm like, that's 333, isn't it?
Fucking date. That's a Mayan calendar date.
Oh.
Would you say, Larja? I'm so glad you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy in a great way, though. Crazy in a great way.
She's awesome.
But it's like if you're open to it or if you're not, then what if? I mean, I always think sometimes I'm just like, well, what if? You know, what if? And it doesn't hurt anything to think, what if?
No.
Yeah. It was the first time I've ever like understood why the fuck I never understood anything until I started like, you know, like I said, she's not the only one that talks about it, but like she was the first one. I read all her books, and I was going to send her books, but I don't know if I tried to use her Gmail or something because you don't have to pay for them. I think I can just gift them to just the Audibles, but it's like the Life Before Death and Mimir, do you have Audibles?
I do.
Oh my God, good. You want me to send you her books? I think they're free. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Dude, there's 19 of them. But yeah, anybody wants them, large if you want them. But like I watched all her lectures. I wish she had more, but she goes into everything, and that was just a piece. The 3 ways of volunteers is what gets me because it made sense to me. Like, holy shit, that's why we're here. Like, I didn't realize. I know, like, definitely, you know, I definitely is my first incarnation here. But I keep saying like I want to stay though. Like, you know what I mean? They just say that because they're like, you're go, but I'm like, I like it here. But did you see what she said about the Earth? We weren't supposed to have disease and all. Like we were
supposed to be disease free and nice.
Well, listen, we're a type 1 civilization. We're not using it the right way. Like I said, we can live off our land. They gave us lumber, food, medicine, and water. And we have to, you know, and actually technology, we have Wi-Fi is free, energy is free. So all of the things that we think that we're paying for, we don't have to pay for. Like electricity, like water, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we just don't know how to live off the land. Like we lost it. But they came in and they put a matrix over us. They put a bad, you know what I mean? I don't know if it was a 12,000 years ago one or what, but I know now, and I hope, like, I don't know if your was your daughter or sister, right? Your sister there?
Merope,
yeah.
She's my daughter. She's my stepdaughter.
Okay.
She's Joel's stepdaughter from his first marriage, but she lived with us and stuff.
I can't believe she's named after one of the planets. Merope is one of the planets, Larja, and the Pleiades. So that's her stepdaughter's name.
Oh, cute.
Well,
yay, we have.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Merope's bio mom is like really, really, really esoteric. She's older. She's like a high priestess of like the OTO, and you know, she's really out there. A few years ago, she got flown to Europe to Stonehenge by this like council of druids over there because she was the only one with high enough degree in the OTO to perform the ritual at the big solstice at Stonehenge.
Jeez.
Yeah. She's not.
That's
she's like
cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's kind of, we get along really well.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, the call's all crazy because we're just the first time we've ever been here. We just didn't know what we're getting ourselves into, and it's hard to be here. You know?
You don't think you've had a past life?
Well, yeah, I just said that. Yeah. But I wasn't, this is my first incarnation here though.
Oh,
like yeah. I told you that's because I came straight from Alcyon. I incarnated backwards from the future up here. This is what, the energy reader. Which I already knew about Alcyon. I figured that, and I figured I know I had the NDE. I knew I had a walk-in, a partial walk-in that night, which I didn't know until later, but I knew something was different. And then I found out about that stuff. But I won't. They said at the time, if I would have remembered the NDE, it would have been too traumatic for me because I wasn't ready, and it took me years to But it was the start of me getting my life together and everything clean, and it was different that time. And it wasn't because I died, because I had died before, but it didn't do anything. It didn't shock me or didn't make me stop, But for some reason, this one did, and it was I've never stuck a needle on my arm since. And
that's so amazing. I'm
I felt myself changing. It was weird. I still feel it. I went from I'm a totally different person, and I know it's from the partial walk-in. But I chose a partial walk-in because I didn't want all of myself to go. But they said they showed me my future. I think I told you guys the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay. Because I'm like, why is my life so hard? It was the end of I was going to die if I didn't get off drugs, But that night, and that friggin' fucking cop, I don't know who, I still don't remember who he is, but he didn't know who I was. I wake up from, they crash cart me, whatever. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God. And I don't know what's going on. I look and I see the cop with my pocketbook, and I start to dawn on me I just overdosed. And I'm like, oh fuck, I got drugs in my pocketbook. I'm fucked. I'm going to prison. I knew it. He comes over and he's like, listen, I throw out your wax baggies, and I'm going to charge you with this one pill, but I want you to go get clean. And when you come to court, if you stay clean, I will drop your charges. And he did. And as I'm telling you, I swear he's a fucking earth angel, because I walked in the court. They dismissed me right.
Angel.
Yeah, they dismissed it right away, and I was like, "Oh my God!" I was really good. I went to soda, I went and I showed him. I was getting drug tested 3 times a week because I couldn't believe he would do that for me. He doesn't even. He's like, I do. He didn't know me. He said, he's like, you look like you don't have another one in you. He's like, you need to get clean. You're gonna lose everything. He's like, you're losing everything. Blah, blah. And I knew this. I was homeless, and I still to this day, I don't remember his first name, but I still freaking see him. I see him on certain things on Facebook, and a couple years after that, he's like, I'm so proud of you. I was like, dude, you didn't even know me. I said, why did you give me a chance? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, dude, you're an earth angel. His name is Jim Grant. Yeah.
He was an angel.
Yeah. It's crazy. Our connection's weird. It's a long story, but he didn't even know me, dude. It was crazy. It's crazy because he's like, I just did it. He's like, I don't know. And I'm telling you, it was so weird. I thought I have to go talk to the judge. I was there oh, you're good. I was like, I can just leave. And I was like, you want to see me? He's like, no, I know you've been going to soda. And he's like, I know you took this seriously. And dude, I was like, I never ever looked back. I mean, I've gotten addicted to my weed or I Xanax for a little bit. That was really fucked up. But they stopped prescribing them to me because don't remember anything. And but I needed them because I'm always like this. I'm like this all the time. I wake up like this,
I think you should try valerian root tea.
I need a new regimen of plant medicines.
I'll give you a whole schwack. I've got a long list of teas you need.
I believe the largest for a second wave. I think you're second wave. I think we all found each other. And I definitely know. Well, I know from Alcyon, but I want
each other. Yay!
I'm so. And did you know this is my favorite thing about Larja is I have Barack Obama's birthday, and she has Michelle Obama's. So astrologically, we should get married and take over the world.
Yes, yes.
Well, she hates her husband apparently. I'm like, why,
Michelle?
Yes, all she does is complain. Dude,
they've been married for a long time.
I love his gray hair. I love him with gray hair.
He's a good-looking older man.
Yeah, he's a
good-looking guy. He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah,
he's a good-looking guy.
I was gonna say, angels do come and save people all the time when they're addicted to drugs. Joel was literally saved by an angel when he was ODing. The story gives you goosebumps.
I'm telling you, I love the NDEs that are like that. The ones that have like, because they always say that if you overdose, they said that you have a bad experience in NDE, but I didn't though. Like, and Joel probably has.
He didn't. What happened was he was just in the bush in this cabin with one other guy, and he mainlined something that was insane. And then he started to do the like funky chicken, and out of nowhere, this guy came and he picked him up and he's like, you got to go outside. And he held him up while he was doing the funky chicken outside. And he's like, you got to stay on your legs, bro. Stay on your legs. I'm here. And then, he came through and he went back in the house and he said to his buddy, he's like, where's that guy, man? I need to thank that guy. He saved my life. And buddy looked at him and he said, there's nobody else here. And remember, they were in the bush in a cabin, just fucking on a death run. And after that, like I was pregnant too in Calgary with our first kid. And I'd left him because he fell off the wagon and that happened. And then he went and he got Seamus and he came to Alberta. And almost 25 years later, we're here and clean.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like I did other stuff. I'd never put a needle. I've never snorted, shot, or smoked anything else besides weed since then. Like no. And it took 17 times of me overdosing though. I OD'd 17 fucking times in 25 years. And like wasn't, and some of them I was just like I was nodding out and they thought I was ODing, but like still I was a scumbag. Like I know and I hate that about myself because I know that was self-medicating. I was just
trying a scumbag.
I was literally trying to survive every fucking day. And I was addicted to pills because I mentally couldn't be here. I never wanted to be in my fucking head. I remember saying to myself, I don't fucking I hate, why do I want to be high? I didn't like it. I like it, but I didn't understand why I couldn't be in my head. For 20 years, I was not fucking sober. And I never wanted to be sober. And it wasn't until I met George and like fell in love and like loved myself. And this is like so cliche, but like I never cared enough to love myself enough to fucking stay clean. I don't know. It's weird. Like I told you, I started changing after that NDE. I didn't know what was happening. I'm like, okay, I thought it looked like I'm maturing. You know what I mean? Obviously, she's finally getting her shit together. But in my brain, I never wanted to get clean. That was the first time that I was like, this fucking thing is freaking me out. That goddamn fucking shadow. God. But like literally, at that cop, I tell the story to people and they're like, I know because we talk about how bad cops are all the time. I'm like, dude, this guy is like, I still to this day, I would be in prison. I had 4 bags of fucking dope on me and a bunch of fucking Xanax that were not mine. And I was already on the I was going away. And I was like, fuck this. I was laying there and I was like, they stole my car. The people that left, they threw me on the sidewalk. They had my car, these people. This guy, I couldn't use any by myself. So this guy, it's like, no, you can't do anymore. Can't do anymore. I'm like, fucking shoot me up. And that's all I remember. And I went out and then I woke up in there. And I was like, oh my God. And like, they're like, you were dead. And they're like yelling at me because I started to laugh and I don't know why. I don't know why. I was freezing because you know, with your body temperature, I was fucking freezing and they couldn't get my body temperature up. And I was like shaking and I started just laughing at it. I was like, then I realized what was going on. And the cop comes over and like, the fucking nurses didn't like me. They thought I was a scumbag junkie, right? It's another dead junkie. Yeah, we're another dead junkie to them. So every time after that, I went to the hospital, they were fucking treating me like shit. So I never go back because they're like, they look at my overdose history. When I first met George, I had something wrong with I had some kind of like weird fucking pain. I thought from sex. I was like, oh my God, he had to take him to the hospital. We went to Underwood and in front of him, they said, oh, you filled your Suboxone. You have an overdose history, a drug history. You're not getting any drugs. I said, what? In front of George, HIPAA. I looked this motherfucker. I said, he goes, when did you fill your Suboxone? I said, I said, last month, and I don't take them anymore. He goes, what do you do with them? I said, don't fucking worry about it. And now he's like, oh, we have an overdose history. I said, I'm not asking you for pain meds. Dude, it was fucking wild. I was so pissed. I still to this day, I wanted to go back and fuck this thing. I was so mad because, like, first of all, that has nothing to do with why I'm here now. I've been clean. This guy doesn't know how long I've been clean. But, like, all he does is see my history. I literally have never gone back to Underwood after that hospital. But
you know what makes
I
was going to say, you know what makes me so freaking mad is the whole medical industry sits there and calls addiction and a disease, all right? But if it's a disease, then why does the failure of treatment get blamed on the patient? And why does the patient get treated like a criminal? You know, they can't have their cake and eat it too and get all the funding for addiction services and all this stuff and then turn around. Oh, it gets me so gosh darn mad.
What's the DARE program? What do you think the DARE program was to do? To introduce it to us so we would get high. So we would give them all our money. Half of us gave us their money in court. The other half is doing it in fucking rehab. Think about it. That's all they care about, keeping us fucking sick. There's not a treatment. It's a fucking, I'm not supposed to be on Suboxone 15 years later. I was only supposed to be on it for 5 fucking days. My doctor, I thought he would help me get off it. He fucking tried to argue with me about getting off it. I said, I want the shot. I'm done. I should not be on Suboxone. He goes, oh, well, if you get off, you're going to get high. Motherfucker, I can get high if I want to get high. That is not the problem here. I said, if I get off these Suboxone, if I want to get high, I'll just go get high. You know what I mean? That's not going to stop me. So I tried to tell this guy that, and he's like, well, you're going to, I said, dude, if you're not going to have to get off it, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Because the only way I know to get off it, apparently, is the shot. And it's like one time and that's it. And everybody I know, and I've heard it from a lot of people. My friend Keith told me, because he was doing drugs as long as me, he goes, do yourself a fucking favor and don't even get off them. He's like, it's been 2 years and I still feel like shit. I was like, oh, fuck. But I don't know what this doing in my system. We were like the first people on Suboxone in 2007, dude. It was like still experimental and like it saved my life, obviously. I've had to be on it this whole time. And the only reason I still take it is because I don't want to go through withdrawal. I've had literally every day of my life since I was 22 years old. I woke it up and had to take something. I'm not lying to you. Because I was addicted to coke. I was addicted to crack. I was addicted to pills. I was addicted to anything. I did not want to be in my head, and I never understood it. And I don't know. I didn't know what anxiety meant. I didn't know why I would walk out of the house and be fucking miserable. I'd wake up so happy. And my mom said, literally, I was the most miserable child ever. I know I was. I didn't want to be here. I didn't understand people. I was a weird kid. I was in trouble all the time because I always was trying to get into stuff. I was always asking questions. I never wanted to hang out with the other kids. And like, I was always just by myself with my brother or like my animals back because we lived on the farm. And like, we were always by ourselves. And like, when I went to school, I was like the weird kid in school, even though I was like, I was cute. And that was what I had for a long time. That's all I had going for me was my looks because I was an asshole and I became a drug addict, but I was a good looking, you know what I mean? What he wanted to do was fuck me. And I was supposed to be the whore that but obviously I stayed here. But I mean, that was my perception, but like, that's all I was ever getting was that shit. Cause I'm like, nobody wants a fucking that. Nobody wants a junkie. That's what I am. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how hot I am. That doesn't last. Like people say, oh, he just gave you everything. Motherfucker, I had to keep this goddamn dude. He wasn't going to stay with a junkie. He wasn't going to stay with somebody who fucking literally I was a junkie. Can you hear me still? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I remember I met him a year and a half after I got clean and I was like, on Suboxone and stuff. And like, he just did abuse it. And I was selling drugs. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'll give you a year to stop. I was like, dude, I'll stop right now. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm done. Like, he didn't want me to sell anymore. And I was like, all right. So, I mean, that's hard. But I mean, like, he just literally, I had to fucking learn to be sober and like a sober fucking person. Like, I could have stayed at my parents. I never thought I would even meet anybody. Who would want me? I had felonies. I was still on fucking paper until 2017. I met him in 2014. So for the first 5 years, he's taking me to probation. I'm fucking up. I went to jail one time when I first met him. Like, he was like I would, like, they would literally tell me if I, like, my probation, I wouldn't go. It wasn't because I was doing anything. I was lazy and I wasn't doing it the right way until I met him. So I kept getting in trouble and it was like old stuff. And this bitch never drug tested me. So when I transferred my papers over here, this lady, there's nothing in my file. She violated me for everything. Said I didn't have a job. All this stuff. Like, dude, you had a fucking empty file, not my problem. But anyway, I beat it. And then he paid all my fines and I ended up doing for a year and a half. I went every fucking goddamn fucking month. I fucking hated it. I hate the fact that they owned me. I could not smoke pot. Like I'm 10 and 2. Like I don't fucking do goddamn thing. That's why I'm so nuts about people that are fucked up. I don't want them around me. I don't want to go back and try. I can fuck up by myself. Okay. Like I don't need you to fucking have Whitney's crack den in my goddamn house. Like it's fucking wild. I know they're addicts. My friends are. I get it. But dude, fucking grow up. Like don't come here and steal. People have lied. They've lied to me. They've stolen from me. Like it's fucked up. Like my wedding picture X's over their fucking heads. All of them. Like. Like, I don't need you. Like, I can't, and I'm not better than you. I just made better choices. Like, I can't have you fucking leaving drugs around my house. I have cats. You know what I mean? Like, people are so fucking stupid. And I would trust my best friend and I'd find fucking bottles everywhere. You know what I mean? Fuck this shit, dude. I spent my whole life getting my dad fucking clean, right? Trying to. Then me. Then this fucking bitch, man. My best friend. I love her to death, but fuck.
You got to have boundaries.
I'd have them now. I haven't met her.
Awesome.
She had another baby, and I haven't met him yet because when she lost the kids last year, or I think it was last year or the year before, I was fucking devastated. I was baby daddy, dude, for a long fucking time. And then this motherfucker comes home. Oh, I can't even deal. Gets her knocked up and goes back to jail again. But anyway, that's not the point. For 7 years, I was baby daddy. And then I couldn't. She's an alcoholic, and I love her to death, but I can't. She goes to jail. She lost the kids finally. She got it all back, but still, and now she had another baby. I can't do it. My friends are losing their kids. I'm attached to their kids. They lose them. What the fuck am I doing? I can't do it. Like when she lost the kid, I fucking lost my mind because like I didn't think she's gonna be able to get them back. And her brother, I thought I'd never see them again. Like I have they lived next door to me for the first 10 years of their life, so they are my kids. And I can't talk to her right now because I can't. I don't know what to do. It's so fucked up because I love her. And I know, I was her mom in a past life. I didn't tell you that part. We've incarnated. Oh. Me and Marina have incarnated together she's one of my soul family. And I was her mom in her past life. Her mom was murdered when she was 10. That's who I'm mad at. I'm mad at her mom's murderer. That's why she's so fucked up. And every aunt and uncle she had overdosed or was murdered. She had 17 of them. And literally, and then the 17 number, she lives on 17th Street. Isn't that fucking weird? All the 17. Anyway, her last aunt died from an overdose about 2.5 years ago. We found her like in her house. So Marine's had tragedy her whole life. And that's why I blame for her alcoholism. And she's just, I love her so much that I can't. What do you do? Like, how am I supposed to be there anymore? You know, like I have my own issues and I love her so much that like I can't help her. And we and her both cry about it. We cry about addiction because we can't help it. And she's like, you think I wanted to lose my kids? I know she didn't want to lose those kids. You know what I mean? But how am I supposed to understand that? I didn't have kids for a reason. And I chose not to have kids. And that's why I know for the second week when she said that, it was crazy. Like, I was like, oh my God, because I never knew why I didn't want to be a mom. It's just something in me. I don't want it. And it's weird. And I have to be a self-conscious thing. And that's when I found out later. But yeah, me and George, isn't that weird? Neither one of us wanted, because not for any other reason except I didn't want to breed another kid in this world, and my subconscious didn't. But he just didn't, It's weird. It's so fucking weird. We have Zach, but Zach's our, Zach. This is Zach's house, really. Actually, this kid's more mature than us at this point. Isn't that crazy? He's doing so fucking good. The kid all he does is get up and go to work since he's got here. How long has it been? Like 2 months? Have I said one word about it? Dude, I barely say
you haven't phoned and complained or anything. It's been amazing.
He gets up, goes to work. He rides a scooter to work. He's there all day. Then I think he's because on the weekends he's not here, and then at nighttime he doesn't get home till like 9 or 10. I don't know if he's here right now, but I'm minding my own business. I haven't asked about the girlfriend at all. I think she's back with the stripper. That's okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm minding my own business. It's okay.
There's nothing wrong with the dancer. Well, nothing at all.
I said I was a whore. I turned me into I was literally proof that you can turn a hoe into a housewife. I swear, I'm living proof of it. So I said to him, I said, listen, your aunt is a fucking stripper, remember? I said, just because that she's 29 has a kid, though. 29 has a kid.
They get to this age when they're older, though, that it's going to be, there's chances are they're going to bring home a girl that has a kid.
I know. But listen, the first one fought me. We had a fist fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But listen, he literally comes home. He sleeps here, goes to work, and if he's hanging out with her at night, he comes home. He takes the fucking trash out. His room's amazing. His room's spotless. No, literally, he's like more mature than us. I swear to you. Like, wow. Me and Bruce were fucking acting like assholes, and he's like our fucking like the one night we had a fight. He was our mediator, and I hate doing that so, but like he's. I can't. I love this guy. Like I can't. I'm so fucking proud of him, man. I can't even say enough. Like I don't even see him. He goes to work and goes out. He says his boys. It says like the other day he's leaving. I said, "Yo," I said, "Don't fall and land on any strippers on your way to fucking your boy's house." Don't land on any strippers because he's like, "Oh, I just meet him." Because he was always at the strip club and he's a groupie. Or they're all groupies. I mean, because of his music. And they're all like, "Oh," and then fucking the Muslim chick. That's why he was and left for dead.
Yes.
Yeah, by his
girlfriend. Yes.
So like that's what freaks me out. That's why I don't, you know what I mean? Because he's tattooed. He's got tattoos everywhere. He's a fucking rapper. And you're in a Muslim chick and you want to be this dad was like, no. It makes me so mad. We still talk about it, but vigilante justice. We gotta wait a long time for that one. Because that'll be real obvious. I said dude will take himself out. But he had 72 fucking staples in his head, Zach. He left him for dead.
That's so scary.
I know, dude. The fucking picture's fucking horrible. It's locked in my other fucking thing. I feel bad that we're just like talking, but I don't know. Everything I've learned from Dolores, I've now validated like other people. But of course I've gone like down the rabbit holes, but like I still believe that we create, and whatever it is, we created anyway. I know I'm trying to conceptualize our own realities, and I don't know if it's because we perceive things differently. That's why we feel it's like a different, because I might perceive one thing as one way, and it might be a life lesson, and you might perceive it a different way, but we're still in the same reality. But I do believe though that we are in our little reality bubbles, that we're all just co-creating. But I know they also said too, like, all right, so listen to this is the funniest thing. Have you ever seen your neighbors, Larja, have you ever seen your neighbors take their groceries in? Think about it. Have you ever watched your neighbors take their groceries in? Think about, have you ever seen it before? I know you don't have neighbors, but imagine if you did. Like when you did have neighbors, do you ever remember them taking groceries in? This is going to blow your mind when I tell you why.
No.
Okay. Larja, did you ever see your neighbor take groceries in? Well,
oh, wait. When I lived in the trailer park, I'm sure I did. I saw my neighbors do everything.
Now, listen, if you had any contact with them, like an eye contact or hello, you will see them do it. The theory is that they're NPC, that they're just our background people. And then the groceries is not important to us, so we don't see that. So it's like, I never saw my groceries come in, any of my neighbors. And then one day they nodded to me and said hi. The next day they were taking their groceries in. I swear to fucking God. And I never see never. You don't ever see them taking the trash out unless you've had like it's so fucking like, because you're creating them yourself. And who the fuck cares about their groceries? That's why you don't see it, because they're not really there. I'm like, oh my God.
So this is like that Matrix stuff where we're all just kind of in a capsule, like our brain.
Yeah, right. I feel like we're gonna wake up in immersion pods.
Well, man, I'm mad at myself because why am I not creating myself as a billionaire with a PJ?
Why
and like,
you guys stop with the fucking billionaire, because it's not intense. It's not for the good of humanity for you to be a billionaire and not be on a fucking jet. Come on.
Hey man, if I was a billionaire, I would give most of it away.
That's what I'm saying. The intention. I see, like, I mean, I guess, yeah, but I don't want to have that. I don't know. I'm happy right now. I could use more money, a little bit of more money.
God.
But I feel like too much money would be too much. I'm happy here. Like, I'm happy with where I'm at, you know? I mean, yeah. But I mean, what the fuck? I'm happy. It's only two of us. But I mean, yeah, I would like to buy the farm back, but that's on the land. I told you I'm scared.
Don't be scared of that. I don't think that's the thing.
I wish I
have a story about that, and it's a long-winded one.
Because I do remember now the bad stuff happening there. Remember I told you I have like that. I have PTSD from that house because of the fights and the guys coming always like, and I think maybe that energy too, because I was only like less than 5 years old, but I was so traumatized by that house that like the way they fist fight and the guns and all that, and like, you know, the bikes, I get really like traumatized. I get really like I can't hear bikes and stuff. And like I didn't realize it, and I was always just because they were alcoholics and they were drinking and fighting. But then I remember I would just on the weekends I would have such a bad. I'm like a fucking kid getting traumatized by shit. You know what I mean? And like that's why I know now. Like there's so many things I don't like. I don't know. I cried to my uncle, and he goes, "You remember the gun?" I said, "Yes." Me and Aaron had to hide in the one room because it had like this door that shut. It was like I guess a safe room. I don't know. I guess kind of a safe room. But my uncle had held a gun to my grandmother's head, and like. Dude, I've never been so like I still cry to him. I'm still mad at him. But like I told you, all my uncles have gotten back to. They were with their wives when my grandparents died in the 80s. They all lived like 20 years and then got back with their wives. It's the fucking wildest thing. My uncle Don and my aunt Don and my uncle Matt, they've been together since high school. They were fucking divorced for 25 years, and he was the one. He was the head. He was sergeant at arms. You know what I mean? And he had to go. Him and my dad, they all went away, came out, and like. They're all normal now. It's a fucking weirdest thing. I was like, oh my God, look at us. We're clean. We're not in trouble. And we're living normal lives. And 20 years ago, you would have thought we were dead junkies. My uncle was in fucking prison. My dad was in prison. I mean, you know what I mean? We had no future. And like, I think now I realize my grandparents died because this wouldn't have been impossible without their help on the other side. There's so many of us. Like they were really, you know, in it. You know, my uncle was my grandfather, my dad, my brothers never patched in. But like, you know, that was their life. Whoever would have thought anything different. I mean, not that they're not, but like still, it's not like they're out doing anything. They don't do anything. They're retired, you know? But it's like, I just remember, like, I never knew. I don't know. I guess I thought everybody, I don't know what I thought. I don't know how I thought life was supposed to be, but like, I didn't have peace of mind until I met George. Like, again, I don't remember. I just remember, like, my mom always taking me and my sister and my brothers away from my dad. And that's all I remember. Like, she would leave him all the time. And she would leave my other dad. Like, she'd go back and forth. And now she's with the one guy. She's with the one guy, dude. Isn't this crazy? The timeline thing. My mom is with the guy that she was with between my dads. Like, now. Like, I swear. Like, she jumped timelines and we weren't supposed to be in the other one. And she's back on. It blows my mind because that's my fucking dad, my stepdad, and my sister, and my family. And to tell me that they're not supposed to be literally before I found out about my mom's affair, this fucking psychic lady told me that, well, how's this your sister? She's not supposed to be your sister in this lifetime. I said, don't say that. She's my sister for 40 fucking years. I'm like, don't say that shit. I was freaked out. And now I was like, oh, well, my mom, dude, I want to, dude, it's like she doesn't, like her life didn't exist. She doesn't like anything that had to do with her life before she left my dad. She has nothing to do with that life. Maria and it's so she hated her life that much that she doesn't take her things. She hates going there. She hates him so fucking much. She's so fucking happy. It blows my mind. I said, Mom, like, did you even try to? I can't even. It's like I can't even believe that my mother is like this, but it's like everybody's like, you don't know your parents. I'm like, but that's fucked up to me. I thought my mom didn't have a care in the world. I thought, why is this woman so happy all the time? She was holding it in. She fucking hates. She's like, Krista, I hated my life. I'm like, what? Then why the fuck did you leave 10 fucking years ago? I thought you just fucking literally were like, I thought you were just talking shit. Because like every once in a while he would fuck up and like she'd be like, oh, I fucking hate him, I'm leaving, and then she wouldn't. But like that was like fucking literally 3 or 4 times, and like. And any other time, it's just, I'm still, it's almost been a year, dude. And I'm fucking still, I feel like, I don't know what the fuck, like, it's weird. And then to find out my dad relapses too. And my stepmom's leaving it. What? Both my parents are getting divorced? Holy shit. Okay. Fuck, man. Oh, my dad's not my dad. Jesus fucking Christ. Thanks. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? But I look at my parents, my grandparents' pictures, dude, it looks like me and my brother. There's no fucking way that my dad's not my dad.
I think you might know.
Huh?
I think you'd know.
Well, I mean, how though? We never would have thought this.
Well,
who would have thought she had an affair 25 years or 40 years ago? Who would keep a secret like that from their kids?
Well, Joel was raised by his adopted father, and he didn't know he wasn't his bio dad until he was 17. And his brother was his dad's bio son. And deep down, he said he always had suspicion, even though he just looks like his mom, right? Like, so it wasn't that. But
well, me and Sean.
It explained a lot when he found out, he said.
Yeah. We always called Sean, they call him Mexican Mitchum because he's like so dark skinned. My dad he's Irish and Greek, but he looks Italian because he's got that darker skin. And my brother does too. I tan, but my brother looks like he's tan all year round. They used to call him Mexican Mitchum. And then my stepdad was such an asshole. He was like, see, I told you Sean's not that. And I'm like, stop saying that, dude. My dad just relapsed gambling. He'll probably kill himself if he found out that we weren't his kids. I swear to you. That's how, if my boosh, I can't even think about that's my boosh and my pata, you know?
Yeah. Well, is that the descendant of the baby that was left on the reserve? Yeah. Okay, I have a theory about that, you know.
So do I. My great grandmother, it's like she was left on the Indian reservation.
But I think I have a pretty good theory on that. I think she might have gotten pregnant by a man from that reserve, and at that time, having a biracial baby, especially a indigenous biracial baby, would have been a big faux pas, probably with her family. So she probably just took the baby back to the reservation, knowing that it would be raised.
Guess what? Her mother was 14 and her dad was 27. Yes, they know. They found out, but like I told you, that's what it says on. I found this on Ancestry, but my dad said that's not true, but I think it is, and that's what you just said. That's probably what happened. She was too young, and that's
because I told Joel this story, and he hung out with a lot of natives and stuff, and he said that was his very first thought he had when he was told this story, and natives would take that baby and raise it as their own because that's the way.
Yeah, it's like, my mom is my mom, and so she's my dad, my paternal grandfather's mother. So so
that explains the darker skin.
Huh?
That explains the darker skin.
Yeah, and the fact that like literally, oh my god, he said the Indian reservation. I said, why the heck wouldn't you bless the land? I don't understand that, right? But like, and also my grandmother, my busha, nobody can fucking remember her birthday. I can't find her goddamn birthday. My busha, it's weird. Like I know it's like it's July or something, but how do you not remember your mom's birthday? Nobody in my family remembers her goddamn birthday. It's not on any records. It's not in the ancestry. It's nowhere. I'm like,
she probably didn't know it.
She's a starseed, I think. Well, my dad said they celebrated her birthday, but nobody remembers what the fuck it was. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I wanted the tattoo. I'm like, well, I think honestly, she's a starseed too. I believe
probably.
I think my Busha, I think Mike Pata, her husband, because they died at 47 and 52. And I was like, that blew my. I'm told you, it's fucked my whole life up. Like I've mourned her my whole life. I fucking still cry almost all the time, and I never understood why she left us until I understood what awakening meant, and I'm okay now, like it's accepting, but it took me 47 years to accept it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted her back every time something would happen. There's one time before I OD'd, I was in a really bad place. I was staying with a friend because I had nowhere to go, smoking crack, and I would go to bed and I'd be I would almost be suicidal. I was so depressed. I was so fucked up and I wanted to die. And I was laying there and all of a sudden I felt this comfort of arms around me laying there, and I fucked for 5 minutes. I went to sleep and I woke up and I know that I know my Busha was there for like 5. I know she was. Like that was the one and only time that like, and I needed her at that moment, but like it took me a long time to after that. But
the exact same thing happened to me when I was little, Krista. I was lying in bed crying, praying to go home, meaning to heaven, because I was raised Catholic. And then all of a sudden I felt like I was just surrounded by this beautiful white warm light. It felt like a hug. And then I didn't hear anything audible, but in my mind, I just almost like I heard somebody say, "You must go on."
Oh my God. Yep.
Yeah. I think we lived the same life, my girl.
No, like I'm telling you, it's like weird because like every time you'll say me something about Joel, like it literally, the thought pops right in my head. Like when I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. Like I know that. It's like weird. Like when you said that, like
know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like that, I can't explain that emotion. I don't even know what to call it because it's literally
intuition.
Like, no, it's like it's not the knowing. It's when I was little, I would get so I was looking for some reason. I don't know if it's because my dad took me to see ET, but I was always looking for UFOs. And I never thought anything of it until I got older. But I would go and I would look for alien books and UFO books. I don't know why, but I would find them like older ones. That was back in the 80s.
I love you. I gotta tap out.
Okay, baby, love you.
Good night, Larja. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Night. Love you.
Night.
Peace.
Timeline available. Starseed Sisters.
Starseed Sisters.
I know. I'm telling you, like I was telling Large before, she's definitely one of those people that walks somewhere and the light she's radiating and if one person can light up like 30, it's like a whole mall of people. Think about how great, like, I feel like we definitely, I don't know. Like she said, we picked hard lives in the beginning they said to have, because we had to learn to be human. Our subconscious wanted to, because if not, we wouldn't want to go on. We had to understand human. Like, oh, wow. Because I'm telling you, at 40 is when everything, like that was literally like right after like 3 years of getting. It's weird. It's like I feel it was the first half of my life, and I want to be in the realm, like I said, where we don't have to die. Like I don't want to, you know what I mean? I would stay in this incarnation. I know a couple of my past lives, but I've never really asked. Like I know just the one that got me here before this. So I said before that, where was I at before that? And I don't know. They said Alcyon. I'm like, well, what's Alcyon? I don't know. I want to connect with them so bad. Like this lady was like coming up with information. I had like the recording. So about my cats. All of my cats have been with me. They've been humans in my life. They've been animals in my life, and they're all here with me now. Which I know that. Come here, babies. It's because remember all of a sudden they just got here. I'm like, I got another one, guys. And I remember Mr. Man, he just literally, I was walking out the window for my black cat, and all of a sudden I saw this white cat come out, and it's like he manifested into the night. It was so weird. But it was dark, so I thought I was just seeing things. But I swear, he was a white cat, and if he was an outside cat, he wouldn't be so clean. He had his own apartment outside for like a year. This cat was clean all the time. And he's my wizard. He's a wizard. He's a wizardly man. That's what they said. So he's like, he's a wizardly man. I said, oh my God, I have a statue of him. He's a wizard and with a book and fucking angel wings. And he's a white, like it's a gnome outside. And it looks just like him. And she said that. I was like, oh my God. then she's like, the cardinals, that's your brother-in-law and your mother-in-law and your father-in-law, the baby that I said. And the next day is when I found the feathers. I found the mom, the female feather, and I found the baby feather. They're in my purse. I keep them on me all the time. And then I saw her feeding the baby cardinal, and I was like, that's my son. That was it. Like, because I was like, oh my God, it made sense. I never saw a baby cardinal. And they're out there having them. It's like they mate for life. I didn't know that. Oh my God, there's a butterfly in here. There's a butterfly in here.
No way. That's such a sign that you're talking about
You
the right
see it?
thing.
Oh, I can't show you. Oh my God, it went out. Oh my God, this little fucking butterfly. It's a tiny little, like, it's not a moth. Oh my God, that's so weird. Oh my God.
Wow, that gives me goosebumps.
I know, and I really want to I want to connect. I know I'm happy with the pendulum, but I need to I want to hear her. I told them I don't want to see it, but I go in my mind's eye, I would like it. Like I try to see it in my mind's eye. I cannot get I can see lines, but I can't get them to connect. And my brain moves. I need your help.
So this is a really easy way to start to remember past lives and connect with that kind of thing. And before you go to sleep at night, start thinking about your day in detail in reverse. So you think, okay, I'm lying in bed. And then your next thought is, I lied down, and then, I got my jammies on. I talked to George. I had a cup of water or whatever. And you go through your day in reverse as you're falling asleep.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the more you do that, the more lucid your dreams become about your past memories of your past lives. Apparently, I don't have the patience to do it.
Me neither, but I get scared. That I'm telling you, I used to, because I would lucid dream all the time. When I couldn't wake myself up, I have not had one since. It scared me so fucking bad. I thought I was on a bad trip. I thought I was stuck. I was like, I couldn't wake myself. I'm like, oh my God. And in my dream, I'm like, I can't wake myself up. I always wake myself up. I can't wake myself up. And then I did. And I fucking woke up. I was like, babe, somebody just killed. I got kidnapped. I was like, I was literally stuck, and I was in an abandoned amusement park, which is one of my fears. And it was like, I would always have these dreams where I would lose my purse, because in my purse was my whole life, my pills, my medicine, you know what I mean? And my cell phone.
Yep.
I would have to have that all the time because I was homeless. So literally, and I would always have these dreams where I would lose my shit, like my pocketbook. And I was looking for it at this fucking amusement park. And I said, fuck this. I'm waking myself up. Well, I couldn't. And I remember and I was like, oh my God, I'm on a bad trip. Fuck, I'm on a bad trip. And I was like, fuck. And I was literally hitting myself. And I woke up and he's like, he was next to me. And I was only with him for 3 months. I said, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I just had one of my dreams and I could not wake myself up. And I did it. I said, I can't do this again. I can't. Remember I was having those attacks a couple months ago too?
Yeah.
Not had one in a while. It's been since I told you about it the last time. But dude, I'm telling you, I don't know where I don't know what's going on. It hits me it feels like anxiety comes out. I'm telling you, it's like invisible fucking walls are closing. I can't sit still. Something's coming to get me. I can't get the fuck. I need everybody away from me. I can feel bad. Anybody near me, I feel bad energy. I'm and my cats, I don't know if I'm making myself have them. But I can't, I'm only telling you, it's weird. I don't like talking about it because I'm afraid it's going to bring it on. But that and the fucking lucid dream, it's I think it's an out of control feeling where I can usually, I can take, if I don't feel good, I'll take a drug. You know what I'm saying? I'll take an aspirin or you can always control how you feel. But I couldn't take a Xanax. I couldn't even smoke. I don't know why. I needed to get myself out of that fucking state of fucking, oh my God, Mimir, I'm telling you, I don't know what, I know I feel like it's a psychic attack. I've had an onion in my room. And I feel like that's kind of helping me, but I've never done any rituals before bed. And I know that's a problem because I don't sleep. I'm up every hour. I'm literally, I don't ever sleep at all. I get maybe 2 or 4 hours. I fall asleep. Usually this is really late for me. This is late for me. Usually but then I'm up every hour. And last week I had 2 nights where I slept through the night. It was weird. I can tell you those times I've slept through the night, but see, I like talking about this shit, but I don't know where to start, where to end. You know what I mean? Because especially with Dolores Cannon, we just went into the 3 ways of volunteers. And I'm telling you, I started with her life before death. I'm going to get her lectures because they're 2 hours long. They're about her books. And then if you want the books, I can send you the books. But it's, oh my God. I after her, I went to Edgar Tolle, or what's his name? Edgar Tolle. And then remember the Gaia channel? Remember when I was directing you to David?
Yeah.
Something happened, dude. His name changed. He Mandela affected, dude. His last name, 1 week, it went from Wilcox to Wilcox. And I tried asking him in his live, and I'm telling you, he got fucking something happened. And I'm like, oh my God, he's one of the people I trusted, because he's like literally, what's his face? Edgar
Casey.
Yup. And like, he is, because he looks just like him. And all the other incarnations, he was Michael, Archangel Michael. So did something happen? Did his soul get kidnapped? I haven't watched it yet. Dude, I kept asking in the chat, why do you have a Mandela effect? I was like, are you fucking with us? Dude,
did anybody else in the chat know?
Yes. Oh my God. In the Mandela community, yes. The Mandela community recognized. They're the ones that pointed it out to me. I was like, no, he's an NPC. No. But I trust him. It's so weird. I don't know if he fucking literally, like, I haven't watched him since. But I learned a lot from him through Gaia. But listen, I think we learned our lesson for these people. Maybe they're not supposed to be in our lives forever. Like after Dolores, there was other people that, like Brian Weiss. I don't know if you know Brian Weiss is the one who channels the one who got Ra that came in the 80s. I love them. I fucking love they it took me a long time to like accept the I am prophecies, but like if you ever do you ever go through the 12 steps? Do you realize the 12 steps is a fucking soul ascension plan? But we don't know that. Did you ever realize that? I've read them the other day and I was like, I've noticed this before, but all of it is a fucking step to ascension. It's like to get yourself, you're conscious. But it's like, oh my God, no wonder. Like that's so fucking. It's like I remember my fucking guy in 2014. He asked me if I know what spirituality is, and I said no. He said, "Do you know the difference between faith and hope?" I said no. And then like I realized, oh my God, that then the 12-step program is literally about cleansing your soul. And it's like a soul ascension plan. Even though I don't remember them and I was like so sick of hearing about them. But dude, that makes so much sense. I'm like, oh my fucking God. They're really not. I mean, I know that they're not trying to. I know they were trying to populate us. I know what they were doing with fucking schools. I know it sounds crazy, but like there's more of us than them, and it makes sense. And a lot of these beings that come through and validate this stuff, why would they lie to us now? Why did they tell us anything? Like I don't know. It's just, and all the paper, the docs that come out, and everybody's like, oh, you just believe conspiracy. It's not a fucking conspiracy. It's they're admitting to it. It's fine. We are on the I'm beyond that. I'm in the realms. I know that it's like. I don't need to worry about this 3D shit. I know I'm in a good place because on a spiritual level, I feel like I've done a lot of work. I've done the Dark Night of the Soul, which I didn't know I was going through that, but I was. And like, it says we're watching this fucking thing right now. Thank you for coming up here. I'm sorry, I'm going off like on and on and on and on.
No worries. I do have to go soon though.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, you're. What time is it there? Jeez.
Fucking 11 o'clock, dude. I haven't seen 11 o'clock in so long. PM.
Wow, you're gonna turn into a pumpkin.
Oh my God. I just went down in these comment sections 4 years ago. I put a comment in here. Dude, do you see it? Hold on. Am I still sharing it? Am I still sharing this? Look at this. 4 years. Look at this. Dude, look at this. Reality of Krista Marie 4 years ago. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm not wearing my glasses though. What does it say?
Okay, it says Reality of Krista Marie. Wow, I definitely feel like I need to share this. I'm 43, 12/1/77, and I was just wondering if the reason I have just in the last 4 months have changed my diet. This one I'm purposeful. I've been drinking 3 gallons of pure pineapple juice a day. I did this for like a year. It's not like I've ever disliked pineapple. I just never thought about pineapple. About 4 years prior, I had a bad 10-hour period of the worst vomiting, nausea, and diarrhea, thinking I ate bad chicken. That was my food poisoning, and never had food poisoning to compare it to. What the fuck am I saying here? Hold on. It's more. That's really long. Hold on. Dude, I this is when I was first like kind of like waking up a little bit. Wow, dude. Look at my hold on, let me read the rest of it. Oh my God, Krista. Oh my fucking God. I'm not reading this whole thing. I go into pineapple juice. I have it, blah, blah, blah. This is me 4 years ago, dude. Look at this. I'm a manic mess. Joel's probably laughing at me right now.
No, Joel's at work right now.
How's he feeling, by the way?
He's all right. He's really tired.
Yeah.
Really tired. Mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. Just keep him in your prayers.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Thanks, hon.
We'll talk about it.
He'll be good, though. He'll be okay. He's so strong. He's so strong in all aspects that you need to be strong.
I know, but if something happens, I'm coming up there and living with you.
I hope so. I'll need you.
Like, seriously, I know. Like, I'm telling you right now, I don't know. I don't talk about that, but like, I I could leave and be fine.
Yeah, well, it's here. We're here.
I don't know.
I know.
I feel stuck. But I know that I'm not. I know that I'm not. And the feeling I've always had being fucking abandoned and stuff, like, I have the biggest fear of not having, like, all right, so I have my parents, right? So I knew they were always there. After that, it was like, I was with this guy for a long time. He was like my person, right? So it's weird, like, and then now with George, if I lose him, I think to myself, I can't be alone. It's like death to me. Thinking about, and it's weird, like, why though? Like, why can't I just not have any, like, why do I have to have a person? You know what I mean? But the whole thing about, like, leaving God and stuff and being abandoned, like, that makes sense. And then my mom always taking us away from my dad. Back and forth, like, and then I was always so traumatized. I wanted to be with my dad, and if I was with my dad, I wanted to be with my mom. You know what I mean? I was like fucking 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. You know,
stability is important, and George represents stability to you. And
the second we fuck up and shit, and it's like it starts to affect I lose my mind, and he knows it. Anything that interrupts, like, nothing. I protect my peace. I protect everything here. And, like, if we fuck up, we fuck up, but that's not on us. But, like, I will make sure that we don't, you know what I mean? And I protect my peace, and I've had to do it. That's why I don't fucking have any friends. This is my peace of mind I've never had in my life. And nobody's taking this from me. And if I lost this, the only place I would be more comfortable to be the shore house. And I'd have to be there by myself with my cats. That's the only other life I would, or up there away from this whole entire fucking part. But I feel like, my baby cat, look at this fucking door. I don't have my camera on. Hi, little baby cat. She's so tired. Let me show everybody your tired face. Can they see my babies? Where's my babies? Mom. Oh, the camera's not working. Not working. She's so fucking. She's got this little tired face. Her eyes are closed. Oh. She came up and sat on me. She's looking up at me like, "What are you doing? Why are you sleeping?" Hi, Kathy. We see you. Dude, this
Kathy
is
still here?
Yeah.
I can't see the chat.
There's only 10 people, but I mean, it's Kathy's the only one talking. I love you, Kath. She's
I love you, Kathy. How are you feeling now?
She said that she had sleep paralysis. Oh yeah, she had sleep paralysis before. Oh my God, you were traveling. She said she feels better, I think. Let me see.
She had a really bad stomach flu for the past couple of days. I was really hoping she would go get some IV fluids.
Did she get some fluids, Kath? Probably not.
Probably not.
She's just going to tell us about it, how she doesn't feel good.
Poor thing.
Oh, I wish you could see this cat. She's so fun. All right. Hi, Mama.
All right. Well, I should get going, though. I have Fergie here, and I have to feed my baby.
Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah.
Or the cat?
You?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I love you, though. This was fun. It was like Friday night hanging out with the girls.
I know. I want you to start coming up and talking with me.
I will. I'll do it more. I have a sudden surge of bravery.
I know. I'm like, and you showed your face.
I didn't mean to. I haven't done my eyebrows in months.
No, I miss you. All right, I love you.
I'll do my roots and then I'll come up more.
Stop it. I love you. Okay.
I love you too.
Lauren wants to do Lauren. We'll still do a thing. I'm going to text you, Lauren. Because Lauren, we're going to talk about like something that has to do with like her work and stuff. But, like I have a lot of things to say about that too. Like I feel like if you're not her, it's like if you're struggling with what you're doing, then you're not supposed to be doing it. Like if your path is hard right now, it's not where it's supposed to be. You know.
No, it's true. But change isn't that easy. It's so easy to say, but everything is so scary, and that's why we need to be here to support each other through that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And
I know. Like Lauren, she supports herself, and she's a hard worker.
I know.
She's such a hard worker. She's always showing up for like everybody in her life and us too. And she wants to do a mental health thing. And I'm like, and she said she'll share with us. I'm like, okay. I don't want people to have to like tell their whole life story, but like I just want anything you want to say. Like you hear, I say everything. No, nothing's gonna shock anybody. Like it's not gonna shock me anyway. But I don't want people to feel like they like have to show their face and stuff. But anyway, all right, I'll let you go. I love you. Sorry, I'm manic right now. I don't know why.
No, that's okay. I just have to go feed Fergus. If you want to talk later, just Instagram me.
I'm probably gonna, if I get up early again, I don't know what's gonna happen right now, but I have to pee. I'm hungry, and I'll lay down and I'll talk to you tomorrow probably.
Okay, I love you so much. I don't know how to hang this up, so you gotta.
I know. All right, I'll do it for you. I love you guys. Anybody that's watching, this is SpiritualITEA I don't have a little game plan, but I want to keep talking about it because it's Dolores Cannon was my teacher, and it's like I'm so proud of the younger generation. I so am. But okay, I love you. Goodbye.
Okay. Good night, Kathy. Good night, Lauren. Good night, love you both.
Look for us tomorrow and then text messages.
Okay.
I forget. We're all like friends off of here. All right, love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
If you guys ever want to come up and talk, I'm here. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I hope they can make shorts out of